What up? Last fight card of the year. Last fight card of the year. Just now joining. I did catch the prelims. I was watching the prelims. Very impressed. Especially from Titty Boy. You see them two heavyweights? Damn. I am impressed by those prelims. Of course, the prelims are always good, right? But the two Titty Boy heavyweights, that was a scrap. The guy who was 525 pounds before. But anyway, last fight card of the year. Even though it's an Apex card, I'll still consider it a card. I'll still consider it a card, okay? I guess that's the very least I could do for it. But that fucking heavyweight fight was crazy. Crazy, let me tell you. Let me make sure I have the main card pulled up here. Oh yeah, and the Ukrainian guy just won by Anaconda. You guys saw the Ukrainian fighter, right? It was Yaroslav Amosov from Ukraine. He won by Anaconda choke submission. But I'm talking Sean Sharaf and that Steven Asplund guy. That might have been the best fight on the prelims. But look at this main card. Yo, look at this main card. We got King Green kicking it off. I'm not calling him King. Why the fuck did I just say that? No one calls him King. Why the hell did I say King? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Bobby Green. Sorry, bro. You can't change your fight name. Fan of Bobby Green? Or not your fight name. You could change your fight nickname. You can't just change your first name out of nowhere. You're not Saul Goodman, alright? This isn't Breaking Bad over here, okay? This isn't Better Call Saul. Alright, I'm expecting. Wait, how many fights are on this main card? Oh, we got a 6-fight main card. We got a 6-fight main card. That's how you do it. King Green, I'm looking forward to that. Kennedy Njaku, looking forward to that. Melt Costa, looking forward to that. Oleshnuk from Poland. Is that Mikhail Oleshnuk's brother? Looking forward to that. Giga Chad, more of a point fighter. I could take or leave Giga Chad fight. Hopefully he fights more exciting. But he's usually a decisionator. Royval vs. Cap, looking forward to that. And I'm pulling for Brandon Royval. I am. I'm sorry, I don't root for anyone with Gyno. Gynecomastia. I don't root for anyone with gynecomastia. For example, Izzy Adesanya, Josh Emmett, Manel Kape. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Brandon Royval, though. Fight of the night. One of the best fights of the year with Josh Van. That was sick. That was sick. Wait, he beat Tatsuro Taira. Brandon Royval. People forget, man. People forget, man. He beat Tatsuro Taira. The #1 contender. People forget, man. He just beat Brandon Royval before he beat Tatsuro Taira. People forget. He lost the decision to Pantoja before that. And then before that, he was beating everyone by finish. Matt Schnell, Nikolai, Let's go. Last fight card, man. I'm pumped. All right, let's go, Brandon Royval. Let's fucking go. He's got a really good looking record. He's got a good resume. I mean, he's only lost to Van, Pantoja, Moreno. That's it. Like, he's got some losses before COVID times, but still. Brandon Royval. His nickname is crazy, though. Brandon Royval's nickname is fucking crazy. If you know, you know. I'm sure, do they even call him by his nickname? What kind of fucking commercials are these right here? This isn't even a commercial. Put some power slap on while we're waiting between fights. That's what I was just saying before I got on this stream. Put some power slap on between fights to entertain me a little bit here. Who agrees? It's just street noises. What kind of commercial is this? It's just an image that says commercial break. We'll be right back. And then it sounds like a gust of wind. This is the only time I would watch Power Slap is between fights. While we're waiting. Come on. Commercial break. We'll be right back. Commercial break. We'll be right back. Like, I have a better commercial than them. You want to see my commercial? See? I got a better commercial than them. Alright, alright. Oh, Bobby Green's in the cage. Bobby Green's in the cage. Let's get down to business. Why are they fighting at 158 and a half? Why the hell are they fighting at 158 and a half pounds? What a weird number. You gotta be joking me. Well, Bobby Green was supposed to fight Diego Ferreira, right? On one of the pay-per-view prelims. Pulled out of that. Now he's back. We all think he's washed. And we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. He's fighting Canadian Lance Gibson. Lance Gibson. Wait, is this guy Canadian? He's Canadian? Okay. USA. 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 Damn, Bobby's got a lot of fights. And Bobby's the favorite? That's kind of crazy. He's the minus 190 favorite. I hope he wins. But those are some risky odds. USA. USA. Bobby Green screaming. No one call him King Green. I like Bobby Green, but we shouldn't be allowed to change our name to King. Here we go. USA versus Canada. Bobby Green is fighting. He's finally back. And he's fighting Lance Gibson. Let's go. Bobby Green's hands low. Looking for that lead teep kick right to the gut. Now, this style is dangerous. Let's go Green. Let's go Green. I'm rooting for Bobby Green. You know Bobby Green smokes 20 blunts a day? I think he's the biggest smoker in the UFC. He smokes 20 blunts a day. Let's go. Let's go. Last card of the year before Paramount. Let's go. Let's go, Bobby Green. Green has his hands low, though. Does he still have the same cat-like reflexes that he's had? Ooh! Gibson just went for a head kick. Green blocked it. What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone in chat? Green just blocked a head kick with one forearm. You're supposed to use two, just so you don't break your arm. Green with the side kick to the body. Green has he's got a good idea of seeing the shots. But are his reflexes still there? He can read movement. Good evening, blunt blowing. Hey, Bobby Green probably just smoked a few blunts right now. Like I said, I think he said he smokes 20 blunts a day. Bobby Green. He probably smokes more than Nate Diaz. Nah, maybe Nate's got him. I think Nate probably rolls up more. What's up? What's up? Bobby Green should walk out to blunt blowing. But yeah, Green's style, it's very dangerous because it's hard to see his punches coming because his hands are low. But his defense isn't there because his hands aren't up. Oh, Green's trying to point down like Max Holloway. Green's in the center of the cage. He's getting away with it so far. He's not getting touched. Teep kick to the body from Bobby Green. What's hot on the fight picks? Ooh, on the fight picks for the card. I'm going Brandon Royval over Manel Kape in the main event. That's one of my picks for sure. And in this fight's a tough pick. I'm rooting for Bobby Green. But we haven't seen him in a minute, so it's a very tough pick. You never know with a Bobby Green fight. I'm predicting a knockout, though, on one way it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be Green or Gibson. But someone's getting KO'd, I think. Green just missed a huge lead uppercut. Green landed with a right hook. They both just threw a left hand and landed on each other. Bobby Green's doing a lot of talking, a lot of taunting. He's pointing down. Gibson's looking to clinch. Bobby Green broke out of the clinch. Bobby Green's walking him down and talking to him. Green with the fake takedown attempt. He did that against Patty. It didn't work out well. Green with those hands down is always concerning, though. It's exciting. Oh, he just caught a kick. It's exciting. But man, he can easily get knocked out with those hands down. Left hook from Green. But we all love Bobby Green's fighting style. As far as exciting and entertainment, we all love Bobby Green's fighting style. Oh, overhand right from Green. And he's moving his head while he's throwing these punches. He's moving his head off the center line. Go Green. Yeah, just like MSU, right? Go Green. Wow, Green just threw a right hook and ducked right under. And evaded the counter strike. Gibson's trying to clinch here, but he's having no success. Green is breaking out of the clinch easily. Green's kind of styling on Gibson, I'm not going to lie. He can definitely get caught at any moment. But Green is kind of styling on Gibson. Green won that round. Green connected with more punches, and he evaded all of Gibson's punches. Good head movement. Good fight by Green so far. With the hands down, he's slipping. Slipping and landing a right hook. Slipping, landing a left hand. Hands down. Even though Green might have took a few losses his last few fights, he looks a little more confident than Gibson. And I think it's obviously the experience. Let's go Green. He's exciting. Exciting. Pistachio Green. Yeah. And then after this, he's going to roll the other green. He's going to make some green and he's going to smoke some green. A lot of green going on tonight. Round 2. Green looking for that side kick to the leg. Green is showing Gibson no respect right now. I'm doing a hot chai with nutmeg. That's a classic winner special right there. Oh, overhand left from Green. He dropped Gibson. Left hand. Went over the top of Gibson's guard and dropped him. And that was just a flash knockdown, though. Nothing that Gibson can't recover from. Green is definitely more confident, but anything could happen here. Oh, Gibson's missing with some strikes. He just missed with a right hook. Green is... he's punching and then moving his head off the center line. He just evaded a leg kick. He's throwing feints as well. Nice teep kick from Green. What? Was that a low blow? Was that a dick kick? That was a dick kick. What the hell? Was it? Well, that's the second time I already seen that tonight. I guess. I see it. The Casino Green Machine. Hey, if he can hit like that, right on the money, he's going to win. That's exactly how Bobby Green has to be, like the Casino Green Machine. Right on the money. He's still recovering from this dick kick right here. All right, no more groin strikes, guys. Let's chill out. This isn't a street fight now. I mean, it's close. It's still early in round 2. It looks like Gibson can get through this. It didn't look like the worst nut shot I've ever seen in my life. Bobby Green's ready to fight. Gibson's taking his time. You know what? If I'm Gibson, why not? Why not take some time? If you have 5 minutes, you can use all that 5 minutes and get your cardio back. Why not? Get your cardio back. Ouch. That's not how you do it. Yeah, maybe in a street fight. That's not how you do it in the cage. All right, Gibson in southpaw. Bobby Green is switching stances, but they're both fighting lefty right now. Side kick from Bobby Green. Fight resumed. Head kick from Bobby Green, from Orthodox. Oh, Gibson's shooting a double leg, timed it perfectly. Gibson's got Green on the ground in side control. Not good for Bobby Green. Gibson just took him down with a blast double leg. Bobby Green's going to be stuck on the ground probably for the rest of the round. Gibson's looking confident on the ground. Bobby Green's trying to stand back up to his feet. Can he do it? Bobby Green needs to break the hands. He needs to fight the hands. He's back up, but Gibson has a body lock. Let's go Green Lantern. Let's go Green Lantern. He's got to light him up like a lantern. He's got to light him up. Gibson's holding on to that body lock. All right. Green broke out. He had good takedown defense. Let's go. Green runs. He gets some if he wins. Oh, nice body kick from Green. Nice teep kick to the gut. Green's back to talking trash. Green's talking to him. Bobby's still talking to him. He's talking that shit. Oh, right hook from Gibson. Come on, Green, do it for the unks. Nice teep kick. Gibson's throwing some feints. Bobby's reacting to him a little bit. Left hand from Bobby Green. Teep kick again from Green. Very good at it. He's very good at that teep kick. Oh! Left hook, right hand from Bobby Green. He switched to righty for a second. Oh, nice leg kick from Gibson, though. That was a nice leg kick from Gibson. Definitely. Light her up. Good jam. 10 seconds left. Yeah, this is a pretty good one right here. Oh, left hook from Green. Right hook from Gibson. Body kick from Gibson. Green still taunting. That was a closer round. But I would still probably give it to Bobby Green. I got Bobby Green up 2 rounds. Bobby Green is up 2 rounds for sure. Bobby definitely won round 1. He won round 2. So, basically, Gibson has to put him away. Gibson has to put him away or he's going to lose this fight. Come on, Bobby Green. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for the finish here. Why not? Then you can roll up your blunt right after. Win-win. But you got to light him up. I don't know if Bobby Green's talked more trash or landed more punches in this fight. He's doing a lot of both, though. All right, round 3 started. Here we go. Kid Rock's name is Bob. Kid Rock's rooting for Bobby Green, guys. It's official. Come on, Bobby Green. Do it for Kid Rock. Do it for Bob. Nice teep kick from Green. Nice. Nice. Smoking a 40. He's going to roll up a 40-gram blunt. Greenwood looking for the teep kick. Gibson's throwing some feints here. Bobby's walking him down, though. Side kick from Bobby Green. Now, round 2 was close, but I gave it to Green. Head kick from Gibson, blocked by Green. Green really needs a win for his career. He really needs this win. Wow, Green is screaming at Gibson right now. Hey, what up, chat? What's up? Green is screaming at him right now, talking so much shit. Ooh, body kick from Green, but takedown from Gibson. He caught the kick. Green right back up. Green's right back up, guys. And Green's the one pressuring Gibson backwards. That's why Gibson's not throwing as many takedowns. He's getting backed up. Oh, Bobby Green with a right hook to the body. Oh, right hand from Green. He's trying to get in that flow state. Come on, Green. 2 minutes left. Let's go. Oh, he's looking for that body hook. Just missed. But evaded Gibson's counter. Oh, Bobby with a right hook, left hook. He missed the body hook, then went right hook, left hook. He's doing it from lefty. Oh, he switched to right. He landed a left hook. He's walking him down. He's stalking him. He's stunting on him. Yeah, he's looking like Nate Diaz out there. He's doing the Nate Diaz. Teep kick from Bobby. Oh, feint from Gibson. Just missed a head kick. Bobby Green's already gone out of there. Nice feints from Bobby Green. He's getting Gibson to react. Bobby Green is pressuring, stalking. A minute left. Left hook from Green. Body kick from Gibson. Green caught it. Green, don't go for a takedown. He got a double leg takedown. Now he's going for ground and pound. Nice. I didn't know Green was capable of that. Green is in top. He's in north-south. Bobby Green is on top in north-south. And I'm sure he's going to throw some punches. He's throwing punches. Green's throwing punches. 10 seconds left. Green's landing body shots. He's throwing punches to the head. Elbows to the head. Bobby Green won every round. Nice. Bobby Green won every round. He thought he was Nate Diaz out there. Gibson was scared of Green the whole fight. Why is there piano music playing on UFC ESPN? What the fuck was that? There is piano music playing on ESPN. Green won every round. What up, Big Meech? Wings just won 4-0. Let's go, Red Wings. Someone throw a squid on the ice. Someone throw a squid on the ice. That's what's up. Wings won, and hopefully Bobby Green gets the dub. Because he truly won. What up, AJ Manx? What's going on, man? What's going on? You do your Christmas shopping yet or what? I just got back from Walmart. Alright, judges. Let's not be retarded here now. We don't need whack-ass judging in this fight. That guy was scared of Green the whole fight. He never committed to his shots. Green was never in major trouble. All that guy did was land 2 takedowns. How's the card going? And no, not yet. Card's going good. Prelims were not bad at all. Good heavyweight fights, good knockouts, bloody fights. Oh, wait, they're going to announce the winner. This is the first fight in the main card. Give it to Green. What? Someone gave a round to Gibson? Split decision? Bobby Green won. They gave it to the right fighter. But that was not a split decision, you dumbass refs. Green won every round. They called that a split decision. One of the refs gave that fight to Gibson. That's what that means. Or judges. There's 3 judges that score the fight. One of the judges said Gibson won the fight. Fire that guy right now. Split. How are you, brother? What's up, Nathan? I'm good. Just got back from Walmart, your favorite store. Just got back from Walmart. And the judges got it right, but what the fuck? Split decision? Haircut looks slick. I actually didn't get a haircut, but thanks. Bobby Green just said after party at my club. He said we're having a New Year's Eve after party at my club. Ain't no party like a Green party. At Bobby Green's club. Does that mean we're all invited to Bobby Green's club? Who was he talking to? That was some circus shit in round 3. He has his chest out walking towards him. I know, and dude's running away. Yeah, Gibson was running away. He was kind of scared of Bobby Green. Maybe he didn't show it, but he was definitely not confident, and he was scared of Bobby Green. Bobby Green walked him down like it was nothing. I want to know what judge gave that round to Gibson, or gave that fight to Gibson. What a retard that guy is. Bobby Green won every round. The only close round was round 2. Split decision. Anyway, they got it right. Next up is that Kennedy guy. From Nigeria, right? Kennedy Njeku. Alright, he's up next. Now, he's finally a heavyweight. He used to be a light heavyweight, I believe. So, we're going to get some heavyweight action here. But that fight, that heavyweight fight, with that Sean guy and Titty Boy, that was a crazy fight. Wow. Yeah, let's check out this co-main event. You got Vallejos by Murder or Giga? Ooh. Am I going El Chino or Giga? Well, Giga Chad only wins decisions. He only wins decisions. I'm going Vallejos. I'm not picking Giga Chad. He might have slowed down a little bit. I'm going El Chino. Downtown Detroit is so nice. I want to hit it up. It is. It is. They got the Christmas tree lighting. They got tons of underground bars. They got ice skating. Crazy bars. Speakeasy bars. Low-key shit. They got rooftop stuff. You could party and get drunk on the Detroit rooftop. You got your casinos. You got Greektown, MGM, Motor City. But don't buy any hot chocolate at the ice rink, man. It's basically water, and it's a gallon of water with one splash of chocolate in there. Don't get the hot chocolate when you're at the ice rink. The shit tastes like water, but yeah. You gotta pull up. You gotta pull up from Canada. What were you looking at as far as downtown Detroit? What did you see in the Detroit skyline? Anything catch your eye? I'm sure you were checking out the Detroit skyline. What was catching your eye? What buildings? Hey, in my prediction, I'm predicting UFC comes to Detroit within the next 2 years. That's my prediction. There's going to be a UFC fight card in Detroit within the next 2 years. And you know I got to go to that. Man, I want to go to a Wings game again soon. Always so fun, even if it's an L. Hey, that's what Detroit does. Even if it's an L, all the fans will show up. It'll be hype, loud. All the sporting events in Detroit are awesome. I swear, the most passionate fans. I hear you. Whether you like football, NBA, or the fights, or the Wings, they all got the same energy. You think Jan would beat Lopez in a champ fight if Diego were to take the belt? I don't. I think Diego's way too big. He could probably make lightweight. I could see Diego going to lightweight eventually in a few years. And Diego's chin. It's like it's going to cancel out all of Jan's technical ability. Jan would land shit. But shit, Diego, he's too big. He's more powerful in that chin. I love the Red Wings goal horn. It's like the Eminem Slim Shady music. Yeah, I love it. Hey, they play good music in between intermissions too. Or between whistles, they play good music. And they play a lot of Eminem at all the Detroit games. You're going to hear Without Me. You're going to hear tons of Eminem at the Detroit games. Especially Without Me and Welcome to Detroit with Trick Trick. I would say those are the top 2 most played Eminem songs at the sports games. Shit, did you guys see that Thanksgiving halftime show? That was the best halftime show I've ever seen. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yep. They always play that part. Of Without Me. Yep. Did you guys see that Detroit Lions halftime Thanksgiving show? Jack White and Eminem, they killed it. Everyone's like, please make that the Super Bowl halftime show. They need to bring back rock and roll to the halftime show. That's a gangster goal horn, though. Gets you high when they score, probably. Hell yeah, the adrenaline's The adrenaline's going through your veins. Most likely you have a Labatt in your hand. That's a Canadian beer, right? Labatt? I have a Labatt in my hand. And I'm just screaming, yeah, let's go! And then they're always, you know how hockey goes. Checking each other through the glass. It's crazy. And I love when we verse Canada because half the crowd is from Canada anytime we play a Canadian team. They always show up to Detroit. I swear it's like 60% Detroit, 40% Canadians. Anytime we play a Canadian team. It's crazy. Those are always good rivalries. But yeah, they have an awesome goal horn. And the goal is to hear it more than we hear the opponent's goal horn. Nothing beats a Labatt there. Nothing beats the Motor City Club. If you get a Motor City Club pass, damn, you'll get treated like a celebrity. Get the Motor City Club wristband. It's like a couple hundred. You get unlimited food and drinks starting hours before the game and even after the game and during. Hockey is such a gangster sport. Like they make basketball players and other sport athletes look so soy. UFC and hockey are gangsters. I agree. You're still allowed to check a motherfucker right into the glass in hockey. That's badass. You gotta respect it. But I don't really watch hockey like that. UFC, I know everything. Going to a hockey event live is 10 times better than watching it on TV. For sure. The energy there when it's live can't be replicated. And yeah, UFC it's really fun to watch on TV. I'm the opposite. I watch hockey more than the UFC. Oh yeah, AJ makes the biggest hockey fan in the chat by far. By far. You would think he was born in Canada or something. I'm teaching AJ Manx about UFC though. He's learning. He's slowly but surely learning. Alright, here's the Kennedy guy from Nigeria. Playoff matches is what makes you wanna edge compared to going to a season's event match. Oh my god, a playoff game? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Dude, you hear the concrete of the stadium shaking. The floor starts fucking shaking right under you. Like you can feel the vibration on the floor during a playoff game. Everyone's jumping around. It's crazy. Even at the baseball games, yeah. I'll learn more in the Paramount era for sure. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. We got Kennedy. Kennedy's up. He's fighting Buchecha, Marcus Buchecha. Here we go, heavyweight action. Let's get it. A regular season's goal ain't shit. Each playoff goal is a big deal. I hear you, but I treat regular season goals like it's the fucking final game of the 7-game series. Even if it's regular season, the Detroit crowd acts like it's game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. It's crazy. Even if we're down and losing a regular season game, if Red Wings score, you better put some earmuffs on. Because everyone's going to be screaming in your ear, freaking out. Me too. I'm guilty of it. I'll be screaming, freaking out, even during a regular season goal. Because the energy in there. And everyone's off the Labats. Everyone's like 5 Labats in. Hockey veterans never really celebrate during a regular season's goal. Playoff goal is sick. I'm telling, it's Whoa, this guy's going for a knee bar, or he's going for a heel hook against Kennedy. I'm telling you, at Little Caesars Arena, the Red Wings score during regular season, they're going to crank up the music so fucking loud, you're going to have to celebrate. And everyone next to you in your chairs is all going to be standing up. And you're going to feel awkward if you don't stand up. So it's like everyone stands up. And then just when you think the celebrating's over, just when you think it's over, it's not. Now they got the fucking wave going on, so everyone in the crowd's doing the wave around the stadium. And then after that, the fucking Little Caesars girl starts walking around and starts fucking throwing hot and readies at everybody to get the crowd more amped up. Then they show the drunk cam. So after the goal, they put the camera on the crowd. They put it on whoever's like the most drunkest and craziest. And they put it on this one old guy. He's always at the game. And they pan the camera on him. And he's always chugging his beer every fucking 5 seconds. And the crowd goes wild. It's the same fucking 80-year-old man. Anytime they put the camera on him, he has to chug his beer. And the crowd just loses their fucking shit. AJ Manx, you know what I'm talking about? You know that old guy they always pan the camera on? And he has to start chugging and the crowd loses their shit? Nothing like a Red Wings game. I second that. We know what it is. But yeah, the crowd cam is insane. I swear, people do the craziest shit to get on that crowd cam. People take their clothes off and they wind up on the crowd cam. They'll be holding a squid and wind up on the crowd cam. They're crazy. Actually, no, if you're smart, you don't hold the fucking squid on the camera. They'll kick you out if you got the squid. You ever been to a UFC event, brother? Yeah. UFC Detroit. It was my first and only UFC event. You know when Francis Ngannou killed Overeem? Max Holloway fought Aldo for the second time. We had Eddie Alvarez versus Justin Gaethje. Charles Oliveira fought on the prelims against Felder, and then we had fight of the night. We had one of the best fights in the UFC history. It was on the prelims. Yancy Medeiros versus Cowboy Oliveira. I couldn't have asked for a better card. I saw Francis Ngannou live decapitate Overeem. And I met all the fighters. I was at the UFC Vancouver event in October when RDR put his head down and said he doesn't want to be in there anymore with Allen. Damn! That was a crazy card. I actually didn't stream that one. I was watching that live stream with Guru, Tracy, and Bedtime. That was a good card, though. Besides Brendan Allen quitting. That was a good fight night. For what it was worth, that was a good fight night. There were some crazy fights on that one. But I couldn't have been happier with UFC Detroit. When Ngannou killed Overeem, the crowd went nuts. We thought someone just got decapitated. I still think that's Francis Ngannou's most brutal knockout till this day against Alistair Overeem in Detroit. Ooh, Buchecha's looking for takedowns. Kennedy's back up. Kennedy's back up, and Buchecha's got a little bit of blood on his face. Oh, knee from Kennedy. Oh, left hand from Kennedy. Buchecha with a right hook. Buchecha's almost dropped. Oh, Kennedy just dropped Buchecha. Buchecha's on the ground. Oh, the fucking horn saved him. The horn saved Buchecha. Fluffy didn't fight that night, and they moved him up 2 spots in the rankings. And it got him the Strickland fight, number 3 in the world. That's fucking crazy. If you pull out of a fight, your next fight shouldn't be scheduled against a higher ranked opponent. But hey, that's the fight we wanted though, right? Fluffy Strickland. I'm getting tired, bro. Been up since 8 a.m. I'm gonna hit the hay. Have a good stream, bro. Alright, we're gonna hit the green while you hit the hay. Now have a good one, bro. I know you've been putting in that OT at work, right? Well, good news for you, because starting next year, this is why the UFC switched the main card start time. Just letting you know, starting next year, the main cards start at 9 o'clock p.m. at night. No more 10 o'clock at night. Fight cards now start an hour earlier, starting next year. So you're in luck. And they're doing it for that very reason. People pass out. Alright, round 2. Buchecha's basically, he's getting destroyed. Oh my god, what was that? He got eye poked? Buchecha got eye poked shooting a takedown? Oh my gosh, we're gonna have another fight stop from eye poke. Take a fucking point. We had 2 nut shots so far that I seen tonight. No points were taken. Now we have an eye poke. Let's take a point. Oh my god, Buchecha got eye poked bad. We gotta take a point. What the fuck's going on here? We gotta take a point. How many times are we gonna start this shit? Or watch a fight get canceled from an eye poke? I'm very looking forward to that fight. It's such a good matchup. Sean and Anthony. American versus American in Texas. I love it. They both got good cardio. They're like the king of Fight Night main events. They never lose Fight Night main events. Sean does very good during Fight Night main events. So does Fluffy. They're the kings of winning Fight Night main events. It makes sense. Winner gets Hamzat. Come on, take a fucking point. Buchecha got eye poked. I honestly don't give a fuck if it's an accident. I don't give a shit. Take a point. Stop allowing cheating. Is Bisping saying don't take a point? Bisping, you're an idiot company man. I'm sorry. Not everyone wants to lose their eye like you. I get it. Misery loves company, but not everyone wants to lose their eyeball like you, Bisping. Take a fucking point. Take a point. We don't need to take another look. Take his purse. Take 10% of his fight purse. Or take a point every single round. I'm sick of the penalties. Who do you think your final pick will be between Bald Guy and Diego Lopez rematch? Oh, man. We can't call Volk bald guy. He's got hair now. Didn't you see he's in that new movie? He's got hair now. My final pick will be Diego Lopez. But I'm rooting for Volk. They're doing Volk wrong. They're doing Volk dirty. Volk's a vet. He wants new, interesting matchups. He doesn't want to rematch a hungry contender over and over. He wants to fight the new guys that are undefeated. But I'm going Diego Lopez. I bet the UFC will let him way over the weight limit. They'll probably let him. I feel like they give the guy special treatment who they want to win. I feel like they'll pull some strings for Diego Lopez. just so he beats Volk. They want Volk to lose. Oh, Buchecha's got Kennedy's back. Buchecha's looking to take down Kennedy. They didn't even take a point. Fuck you guys. Take a point. I don't give a fuck if it's on purpose. Who cares? What if you crash? Buchecha was looking for elbows against the fence. Head kick missed from Buchecha. Kennedy's looking to eye poke him again. Oh, knee from Kennedy to the body. Oh, huge clubbing strikes. He dropped Buchecha. He's letting Buchecha get back up. Buchecha's almost toast. Oh, he's diving for a takedown. He got Kennedy down. I want Kennedy to lose now. I don't root for eye pokers. Even though it's allowed, I just don't. Buchecha's got Kennedy's back. That was a great time takedown. He didn't even set it up with punches. He didn't even set that shit up with punches. Buchecha's got his back with over half the round left. I know, right? That the UFC screwing over Volk. It's like Volk has his number, but he can also get chinned. Absolutely. It's bullshit. UFC definitely wants Volk to lose. And that's why I'm rooting for Volk. But the UFC usually gets what they want. So I'm picking Lopez. I feel like now he knows the adjustments that he needs to make for the next fight. Unfortunately. It should be Lerone Murphy. I get it. Masvar's not fighting enough. But it should be Lerone Murphy. Anyways, Buchecha is on Kennedy right now. And he's winning round 2. There's a minute 45 left in round 2. Come on, Buchecha. Go for the arm triangle. Yes, flatten him out. Flatten him out. Elbows from Buchecha. Elbows, yeah. Woo! Buchecha's landing elbows. Oh, 12-6. Throw 12-6. Just like you're on a fucking train, bro. 12-6. Elbows through the guard from Buchecha. Punches through the guard. Oh! More! Beat his ass for eye poking you. Make him pay for eye poking you. Hammer fist him. More of that. Make him pay for eye poking you. Punish the cheater. Yeah, one more. He keeps punching him through the guard. Yes! Go! Come on! Keep punching. Keep punching. Elbow, yes! Elbow, yes! Let's go! More! He's throwing 12-6! Yeah! Let's go! Fuck yeah! Kennedy's not doing shit! Kennedy ain't doing shit! He's not defending! 30 seconds left. Let's fucking go. Come on, Buchecha. Buchecha looks like he's thinking submission. He's going for armbar. Buchecha's gonna go for armbar. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. He's going for armbar. Do I know this shit or what? Go get it! Push off his fucking bicep. Push your foot on his bicep. Break the grip. Oh my God. Buchecha won that round. Herb Dean wants Buchecha to lose. Wow, good ending of round 2 for Buchecha. Buchecha's clearly not the best fighter. He's not the better fighter. He doesn't have the talent or the athletic ability of Kennedy. But Buchecha's trying to be more cerebral, and he's trying to show his heart. I could tell Buchecha barely has gas in the tank. That was a good round. That was a very good round. All right, Buchecha. Finish Kennedy here. I know you got this. Come on. I think Buchecha would have got that armbar. He would have got that armbar. Buchecha with a double leg takedown. Oh, now he's got a body lock. Wow, Kennedy, this is embarrassing. Buchecha is gassed out. Buchecha can't even strike. He's just a grappler. And he has a good chance of winning this fight, which is hilarious. Oh, he dragged Kennedy down. One of the sloppiest back takedowns ever. He's gassed out. Oh! He's still going for the back. Kennedy is such a scrub on the ground. It's hilarious. That gassed out dad bod Buchecha is causing havoc for Kennedy on the ground. Kennedy Nuchechu. Nuchechu, he's just clueless on the floor. If Nuchechu knew what he was doing, he could go for a knee bar here. Buchecha's just catching his breath right now. Buchecha, get that body lock and get up top. Keep that body lock. Keep that body lock. And try to post on your elbow. Try to get up. Try to get to a knee. Kennedy doesn't know how to attack the legs. Nuchechu doesn't know how to attack legs, so. Buchecha's safe here. Kennedy Nuchechu has zero jiu-jitsu. This is hilarious. Kennedy's looking for elbows. Buchecha, you have to get to a knee and get up top. Stop laying on your back here. There you go. No, you dummy. Oh, my God. Oh, he took his back. What's Nuchechu crying about? Wow, Nuchechu's such a novice on the ground. It's hilarious. That gassed out dad bod Buchecha is schooling him on the ground right now. He is. And he has no energy. Anyone with grappling skill would have put Buchecha out by now. Oh, Kennedy's grabbing the fence, so he's eye poking and grabbing the fence. And he's allowed. Buchecha, just beat this guy. Take him down again. Take him down again. I'm just looking for my phone. Hold up. Oh! Kennedy's up top now, trying to land ground and pound. Buchecha's too gassed to do anything. Oh, he's going for a leg. He's rolling for a knee bar. Oh, he's rolling for a knee bar. Please get it. Come on, put the leg under your armpit. Put the leg under your armpit for a tighter squeeze. Damn it. He's missing it. Go for the toe hold then. Go for the toe hold. The problem is Buchecha needs more time to set this up. Wow, he's literally like he's like the Ben Askren of the Apex. This guy's got funky grappling. Does this guy watch a lot of Ben Askren or what? Found it. Glad you found your phone. I was gonna say you're gonna need that. Let's see the vampire crab, dog. Hey, they need to invent a submission called vampire crab. Kennedy with ground and pound. They're probably gonna give it to Kennedy. Why would they give it to Buchecha, right? The vampire crab. They gotta invent a submission called that. Now I could show you Marley, the tuxedo cat. I don't got a vampire crab for you. But I could show you a tuxedo, short hair, or I could show you a calico fluffy long hair. Hotbox the Blazer today? Didn't hotbox today. But obviously we were puffing. What was it that I rolled up? Oh, blue biscotti. Blue biscotti. It wasn't a hot box, but it was a good smoke session. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, huh? And I was outside of Walmart. I should have just hotboxed in the Walmart parking lot, huh? But I was trying to get in and get out. Wow, Buchecha's face is all messed up, though. Kennedy won on damage. Damn, he hits hard. Damn, Buchecha looks like he got hit by Ngannou. Buchecha's just really a grappler. You guys blaze some blue biscotti? Yeah. How was it? Gassy, smooth, and slow burning. I would say that's some top shelf shit right there. Top shelf. Yep, that's exactly what we did. Blaze the blue biscotti. I just hit the dabs today. Hit one 10 minutes ago. That's what's up. In the Walmart parking lot? Or at the crib? What a weird fight that was. That was a weird fight. At least it wasn't too boring. There were some interesting moments. Haha, in my washroom. In the washroom. That's an interesting smoking spot. I have THC diamonds right now. Ooh, the diamonds. That's one of the purest concentrates there are. That's one of the most crystally concentrates there are. Those diamonds. They got all the sugar on it. I don't do concentrates by themselves. I do concentrates. I mix it with the flour. If I do concentrate, I don't just do it by itself. I mix it with the flour. That's just how I like to do it. The washroom is the best place to hit dabs because of the exhaust fan. That's a good point. It just clears the smoke out for you. It purifies the room for you. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't got a purifier, you need an exhaust fan, I guess. I got the purifier. Alright, commercial break. We'll be right back. Commercial break. What kind of commercial break is this? Crazy. Alright, here we go. Oh, Melt Costa's next. Melt Costa. Now, he's fighting... Oh, Charrier. That's a good fight. That's not a bad one. Now, Melt Costa, he's well-rounded. He's got some jiu-jitsu. He's got striking. And he's fighting Charrier. That's a good scrap. I like this fight coming up. Charrier just beat Nate Landwehr. We got ourselves a good fight coming up. Melt Costa called out Dolidze. Or Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa called out Dolidze for Houston, February. And Roman said he's ready to go. We got to fight, boys. Really? So who's Paulo Costa going to fight? Dolidze? Okay, I like that. I like that. And Roman... Oh, yeah, Roman Dolidze. I thought you were talking about Kopylov after that. Paulo Costa versus Roman Dolidze. Ooh. Costa looked great his last fight. And Roman, didn't he get grabbed by the scruff of the neck and choked out by Fluffy? That's a good fight. That's a good pick-up. Dolidze didn't look good in his last one. Costa looked good in his last one. Very good fight. I actually might pick Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa. I saw the Paulo Costa of old his last fight. If I didn't see Paulo Costa's last fight, I'd be going with Roman. Costa looked great, but we found out Roman is a straight-up punching bag. So that win aged pretty bad. But I love Paulo Costa. Oh yeah, they have the same name. Kopylov and Dolidze. Right, right. Yeah, Roman was a punching bag. You know, it's going to be a good fight. It's a really even. I would say that's a pick'em. Right now, I'm thinking he'll probably be the underdog. But I think I'm going Paulo Costa. Or Costa. I think I'm going Paulo Costa. Because he's got some of his confidence back. Let's face it. He's good when he's a bully fighter. He has to be a bully. He has to be confident. Kopylov against RoboCop was such a disappointing showcase. His last two fights were very disappointing. He's got to change something. Maybe he needs to start wrestling more and have a grappling heavy approach. Because his striking just isn't doing it. His striking isn't intimidating to these guys. I think he needs a more grappling heavy approach if he can do it. If he's got the wrestling to do it. Maybe he just isn't the same after getting shut down by Paulo. Right. He needs to mix it up with more than his grappling. That's what I feel like. I mean, more than his striking. His striking isn't enough. Not enough activity. Let's see takedown, striking, back and forth, back and forth. Takedown, back to the striking. Let's mix it up a little bit. You might not have the gas tank, but let's try to marab it up a little bit. That's what I say. Look at this pathetic commercial break. UFC has no better commercial break other than this. What kind of fucking commercial break is this? Intermission. Commercial break. What the hell is that about? Like, come on, come on. Put on some power slap. I can't believe it, but I'm asking for power slap between fights. Like, keep me entertained. Keep the show going. Keep the show going. That's what I say. You know what fight just makes so much fucking sense? Tabit boxing the head off Cheeto for 3 rounds straight. I think that's the fight. I think that's the fight. And you're probably right. But I hope Cheeto wins. Sure, Tabit's a better fighter. But you know, you gotta root for somebody, and I'd be rooting for Cheeto. I wouldn't put my money on him. But I'll definitely be rooting for Cheeto. I'm definitely not rooting for Frank Ocean's boyfriend. Or whatever he is. Let's go Cheeto. Come on. I would have gave Cheeto that fight against Zahabi. Cheeto ain't winning. He ain't gifted enough. I agree. I think Tabit's going to be the heavy favorite. Rightfully so. Cheeto's probably going to lose a decision. Probably a majority decision. But hey, it's a fight. And I'll be rooting for Cheeto. Come on, Cheeto. Punch a hole through his chest. He's already got the tattoo to show you right where to hit him. Like, Cheeto's actually like a man. What is Tabit? He's a femininity. His name is Mr. Femininity. But he's a hell of a fighter. And just because you're a John Jones doesn't mean you can't fight. I get it. He's got skills. But yeah, I'm not putting my money on it. But I'll be saying, please, Cheeto. Please head kick him. Please. I would love that. Alright, here we go. Melt Costa with the cotton candy hair. Melt Costa. Melt Costa. I'll be pulling for Cheeto. He's got a, you know, good 5% chance of winning. I'm pulling for him. You listen to any payroll this week? Not this week. I think I've been listening to some Primus. And some metal I've been listening to in the car. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I've been listening to some metal. Ooh, Mel Costa and Southpaw landing a nice roundhouse to the body. Body kick from Costa. Or Costa. That hairstyle is hilarious. All right. Costa or Charrier? Charrier's from France, right? It sounds French. Man, I'm super baked right now. More baked than a cake. Oh! Mel Costa just knocked out Charrier. Head kick. Out cold. Oh, what just happened? Mel Costa, damn. Home run, grand slam. Mel Costa just knocked him out cold. Oh, man, whoa. Mel Costa with the cotton candy hair. Damn, what a head kick knockout. Blazing knockout moment. Oh, That's why you can't block the head kick with one arm. You need two. You need to block it with both forearms. You need to use two arms to slap it down. Can't use one arm to block it. He blocked with one arm, it doesn't matter. If it's a hard head kick, it's going to wrap around and go through. What a knockout. So what made you want to start a channel? What made you want to start a channel, bro? You're just like I have a lot of UFC knowledge, so it'd be fun? Yeah. I didn't start watching like MMA YouTube content till last year. And then I'm like, I enjoy watching all this MMA content. I don't care about all the mainstream company guys talking about the fights anymore. I like the underground people talking about it. They're allowed to say more. There's no censorship, really, if you don't work for the UFC. So I'm like, yeah, I could do. I've been talking about the UFC forever with my friends for free. Just at the bar watching the fights. I've always been commentating all the fights I've been watching. Just in the living rooms and all that shit. At the bars. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta start a channel. I think I got the personality for YouTube. I got strong opinions on the sport. I have favorites. I have fighters that I hate. And I train jiu-jitsu. So it's like, I know what's going on the ground. So yeah, I'm a fan. I train. I talk about it. I always talk about the fights. Before I even thought about starting a channel. So I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it and see how it plays out. I should have started the channel a long time ago, but it is what it is. I'm glad I started it early this year regardless. But if I started like a year or two ago, or 2 years ago, that would have been sweet. But it is what it is. I'm glad I started early this year. I think I started in January. Melt Costa. I honestly don't hate anyone in the UFC besides one fighter that I just despise so much. And who might that be? Glad you started it too, bro. It was nice to meet you. Thank you, thank you. Islam Makhachev. I hear you. In my opinion, Izzy Adesanya and Sean O'Malley are way more hateable than Islam. But I hear you. I don't mind Islam. He was the most entertaining guy at the 322 presser, even though his fight was boring. He does speak some funny trash talk, but yeah, I get you. His last fight was a stinker. Moved up before he fought Topuria. I hear you. I hear you. I honestly can't stand O'Malley. I don't hate him, but I can't stand him. I can't stand when he talks. The dude can't speak. Like, O'Malley has the worst one-liners I've ever heard. And same with Izzy. Something about Izzy and O'Malley's personality I can't stand. They're exciting in the cage. I don't hate them, but I just can't stand them. Yeah, I don't know if I hate anybody, but there's definitely a lot of fighters that I can't stand. And sometimes it's just a phase. Sometimes it blows over. And then I'm like, all right, I like this fighter now. Like Francis Ngannou. I can't stand him right now. I know he's not in the UFC. But did you see his interview? This is the most entitled person I've ever seen in my life, Francis Ngannou. From someone who came from nothing, to be this whiny and complaining and entitled is mind-blowing. You think Merab has a chance in the trilogy? I think he's never going to be the same again after those jacuzzi comments. I agree. I think that got in Merab's head. There was some truth to it. The only girl Merab's ever been around, besides his little Colby Covington Instagram reels, is Nina Drama. Honestly, if Merab isn't seen with the girl in the next year, we're just going to have to call him and Aljamain Sterling official. We're just going to have to assume they're official if Merab's not with the girl in another year. Or caught seen with the girl in his jacuzzi for another year. I'm just going to say it's official. Aljo and Merab. But yeah, even Merab, sometimes I can't even stand Merab even though he's fun. He's like a big I'm not a fan of the TikToking. Like fighters doing like TikToks with like a Nicki Minaj song in the background and some stupid dance. That isn't the type of promotion I'm looking for. I liked Merab's stunt against the gorilla though. That was hilarious. When he beat up that gorilla in the costume. I like shit like that. I don't care about TikTok dances and all that shit. I couldn't sleep, so I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Oh, I got a message that YouTube tried to hide, I guess. Merab shouldn't have let that get to him. If I was Merab, I would have been like, F you, Piotr. I'm an MMA fighter. You know how easy it is for me to get kitty cat? Like if Merab wasn't an MMA fighter, he would have needed a Ferrari or something to get kitty cat. I still don't think he can get it. I agree with Jan. I haven't seen it with anybody besides Nina. And I doubt those girls in his reels. Merab looks like a troll gremlin. Let's just be honest. Merab looks like a gremlin. Even with his hair transplant, he's really going to have to get lucky. I'm not trying to insult Merab, but dude looks like a gremlin. And hey, that got to Merab. Why? Because it's true. He needs to stop hanging around with Nina Drama, and maybe things will get better. Because he's probably looking for the Nina Dramas of the world. That's what's going wrong. He's out there looking for a Nina Drama. That is the complete opposite of what he should be looking for. You know what I hate? I hate Nina Drama interviews. Or promotion. I think Dana White responded to some fan backlashing about Nina Drama. They were like, remove Nina Drama in 2026. He responded in all caps with like 80 million exclamation points. She ain't going anywhere. She's staying in the UFC. I'm like, I can't stand this industry plant. Nina Drama. I can't stand that industry plant. She's never hyped me up for a fight. All her content is Merab teaches Nina Drama Jiu-Jitsu. Lauren Sanko teaches Nina Drama Jiu-Jitsu. Alex Pereira teaches Nina Drama MMA. Who gives a fuck? Nina Drama interviews Justin Gaethje and asks him who are his top 3 fighters he would pick to be by his side during an alien invasion. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You're a distraction plant. And if plants belong in the dirt, so let's bury Nina Drama away from the MMA community. Ah, man, the way Charrier got slept was gold. That was crazy. That head kick was, like you said, just came out of nowhere. Mel Costa's good. Apparently he got even better. He got even better. Whoa, are we down to 3 more fights? Okay, so this Oleshnuk guy. Hey, AJ Makes, we got some Polish power. We got Polish power up next. I got a question. Is this Oleshnuk guy Manel Oleshnuk's brother? I think he is he? Is this Manel Oleshnuk's brother fighting next? Does anybody know? He looks just like him. Same weight class. Same last name. Are they brothers? I don't know. I'm just going to guess they are. Polish Power's up next, AJ Makes. Him falling is just funny. He just collapsed. That was a collapse. Looks like he slid on some black ice. Damn, that impact was crazy. That was solid impact right there. Looks like he slid on black ice. That was fucking insane. I like these 6-fight main cards. I think the main cards should have 6 fights. And the prelims should have a little bit less fights. But yeah, I agree. Him falling was kind of funny. It looked like he just slid on some ice. Damn, that impact. That was like a car crash. Shin bone to the cranium. And he only blocked with one arm. And the head kick got through. You know how Joshua Van said he celebrated because he didn't realize Pantoja broke his arm? So what made him think stop the fight? I'm just confused. I think he knew. He just celebrated because the adrenaline and the opportunity that he gets with becoming a champion. I think he was just so overwhelmed with happiness he had to celebrate. But I think he knew what it was. And obviously, him saying that's probably just a little bit of damage control. He was probably getting some mean comments saying, what if someone celebrated against you if you broke your arm? And his PR person was like, just say you didn't know what was going on. You know? Kind of like when John Jones choked Lyoto Machida out conscious and just dropped his unconscious body on the canvas. And then Greg Jackson was like, go up to him and try to show some sympathy. Show the crowd that you care. Kind of something like that, I think, happened. Not saying Van is fake like Jones, but probably just some his PR guy told him to say that. Van is the real champ. Yeah, on paper. But surface level, yeah. But what is the definition of a champion? If the definition of a champion is whoever has the title, then yes. But if the definition of a champion is the undisputed best fighter in the world, then no. I call him a champion. But Bruce Buffer better not say the undisputed champion of the world. He's the champion, but he's not undisputed. Pantoja is very much a disputed champion. I mean, who does that to Pantoja? I agree. If they were lions, if this was Animal Planet, and they were fighting for that last piece of steak, Van won the fight. He gets the last piece of food. He's the king of the jungle now. But if this is a sport and a competition, Van did not win by tit for tat skills and tactical moves and technique. Pantoja had an injury. I mean, I get it. Pantoja earned the belt. Fair and square. Your goal is to cause damage. But elbows shouldn't snap out like that. Pantoja's body gave out, you know? It's like, I have no problem. He's the champ. But Bruce Buffer better say, and the disputed champion of the world, Joshua Van. Then I'll be happy. But if Bruce says the undisputed, I'm going to be like, hell no. I'm disputing it. I'm disputing it. I think Bruce Buffer should have to say that. The disputed champion of the world. I'm just messing, huh? I'm so stoned as hell. But yeah, Pantoja never showcased levels by another fighter. It's just unfortunate. It was the very first exchange, too. That made me just want to, like, strengthen my joints. Ever since that fight, I've been doing more band workouts than ever. I want to strengthen my elbow joints as much as possible because watching that visual is kind of freaky. It's like, damn. Damn. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to get the bands out and strengthen up my joints. How did Sandhagen almost get slept by Merab? Just saw the clip while scrolling on X. I think Jan would have beat Merab regardless. But those weight cuts, 5 weight cuts in a year, takes a toll on you. We've seen multiple weight cuts take a toll on Tony. I think Jan would have won even if the fight was in the middle of this year. But the fact that Merab has been in a training camp this whole year really didn't help. Like when you're in a training camp, you don't learn new moves and learn new skills. You just refine what you're already good at. You just keep staying in shape and practicing your go-to moves over and over. When you're not in a training camp, that's when you play around with new moves and learn new skills. So I feel like Jan had more opportunities this year to learn new skills because he didn't fight as much. Where Merab was just in a training camp this whole year, staying in shape and doing nothing but rinse and repeat. So, plus the weight cuts. So yeah, I would say that wasn't the best version of Merab, but I still say Jan would still beat Merab regardless. But yeah, Merab was in a training camp this whole fucking year. He was doing Toporia's dirty work. Because Topuria, he might be the most exciting champion, but he's the worst champion. This exact fight would have played out if it was Jan in there instead of O'Malley in June. I think Jan would have won, but I think Merab would have done a little better. I do. I do. I think he would have been maybe 5% fresher. Whatever that means. I still think Jan would have won. I think Merab probably would have had a little more pep in the step. But, hey, Jan's the champ. Jan is definitely the undisputed champ. It's not disputed like Van. Jan is definitely undisputed. Nah, he wouldn't have done better. Maybe not, but even with RDR, he took 5 fights this year. He lost on his 5th fight. Merab took 5 fights this year. He lost on his 5th fight. I think weight cutting's terrible. I do. Now, Aljo's excuses were bullshit. Aljo, if he's talking about his teammate, he's so biased, it's not even funny. But 5 fights in a year, man, that is tough. That's tough. No one did it this year, you know. RDR tried to win that 5th fight, couldn't. His body quit on him in round 5, right? Merab's body didn't quit on him. He's a fucking machine, but that shit's tough. Merab looks like dehydrated SpongeBob when he weight cuts. But yeah, Jan still would have won. Jan's undisputed. That's all that matters. Whether Merab would have done better or worse if they fought early this year, fact is, Piotr Jan is the undisputed bantamweight champ. He beat everybody in the division. That's worth mentioning except Umar. And that's the facts. He's put a hit on everybody except Umar. And that's the facts. And I can't wait for that fight. Actually, I hope O'Malley doesn't get the title fight. He needs 2 more wins. I think Jan beats Merab 7 or 8 times out of 10. I agree. After what I saw, yeah. They are 1-1, but yeah. I think Jan is better. And more exciting. But I'll always respect Merab for that Umar fight. I'll never forget that Umar fight. That was hype. He was the first guy to whoop a Nurmagomedov. I know it was a close fight, but the way he took him down in front of Habib, no one will ever forget that. Merab ended the invincibility of the Nurmagomedovs. All right, let's go. This fight should be good. Oh, yeah, Leshnuk. Is this Mikhail Leshnuk's brother? Versus Almeida. Let's go Polish power. I call every Polish fighter that's in a heavier weight class Polish power. We got 2 lefties here. We got Southpaw versus Southpaw. Oh, Almeida switched to righty. All right, we got Jailton Almeida's brother fighting Mikhail Leshnuk's brother. Body kick from Almeida. Jab from Leshnuk. Double leg takedown for Leshnuk. Great timing. That's how you time a takedown. That was perfect. That was actually fucking perfect. Wow. How do you time a takedown like that? That was amazing. Well, obviously, tons of hours of training, but still. That's how you time a takedown. You gotta love Merab if you're a Jan-sexual. Because he did our boy a huge favor for making a quick turnaround and giving him his title shot fast. Yeah. And you gotta love Merab if you're a Topuria nut hugger, because he saved Topuria's ass. Little does everyone know, Merab made Topuria look somewhat. He took. How do I say this? He made Topuria look less bad. If it wasn't for Merab, Topuria would be looked at as like a fucking nobody. Merab saved Topuria's ass this whole year. I think Ilya Topuria owes Merab $1 million. That should have been Topuria fighting at the end of the year. Not Merab again for the 5th time. Nah, F that. Jan beats Merab 10 times out of 10. He was one-armed the first fight, so that's canceled from the books. Alright, maybe 9 out of 10. Maybe 9 out of 10. I'll give Merab the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him 1 win out of 10. Because no champion is fighting 5 times in a year. I can't do Merab that dirty. But yeah, I'll still call Jan the undisputed champ. No doubt about it. But I'm not going to do Merab that dirty because he fought 5 times this year. One-armed in small cage. Bullshit circumstances, man. It was bullshit, yeah. But, you know how it is in the fight game. Jan still would have beat a lot of guys, even with one arm. That's how good that's how good Jan is. He would have beat Zahabi under those circumstances. I really think Jan would have beat Zahabi that same night he fought Merab with one arm. Just to put that into perspective. Man, I hate Merab so much. The only thing I hate about Merab is he's a company man. And like, he didn't talk shit to O'Malley at the presser. And he's a TikToker. Like, why is Merab dancing with Eljo? Doing some peekaboo dance moves. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like, I seen some really questionable TikToks of Eljo and Merab. And I don't know if they were cheesy, corny, or fruity. But it was like a peekaboo TikTok. It was like Merab was like hiding behind Eljo. And then he like popped his head out from behind Eljo's shoulders. And then they were doing like, they were standing back to back, nodding their head to Nicki Minaj. I'm like, I don't know about this, Merab. I don't know, man. I'm just not into fighters doing fucking TikToks. That's what I'm trying to say. There's way better promo than TikToks. I'll be back, bro. Hold up. No problem. Let's refresh so we're right on time and in sync with the fight. All right, round 2. Almeida with the teep kick to the body. Roundhouse to the body for Almeida. 1-2 for Oleshnuk. Nice body kick from Almeida. Like I said, Jailton Almeida's brother versus Manel Kape's brother. O'Malley, or not O'Malley, Almeida with the body kick. O'Malley. This Almeida fights better than Jilton Almeida. Nice pull two for Almeida. Almeida's kind of winning this fight. No? I think so. Oh, nice pull, nice slip cross from Almeida, but gets taken down from Oleshnuk, or by Oleshnuk. Almeida's definitely the more comfortable striker. Now, I will admit this isn't the craziest fight, but Oleshnuk is looking to get hooks and take Almeida's back. He's got a body lock right now and wrist control. He's going to look for the takedown. He's trying to hang on him with all his weight. Almeida's looking for that Kimura grip to stop the takedown. It worked. Oleshnuk's got double underhooks, though. Easy takedown from here. Nice double underhook takedown. Nice. Almeida's flattened out. He's got a butterfly hook. He's on his back. Looking to get to an elbow. Oleshnuk's in half guard now. It's going to be way harder for Almeida to get up. Oleshnuk's just going to stay in half guard and do his thing. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if I'm right. I think he's just going to stay in half guard this whole round. Yeah, not the craziest barn burner I've seen. Where's Rojogan at? Where's Rojogan? Alright. I might have to get a refill while Almeida's laying and praying. Oh, they're back. Oh! Oleshnuk just took down Almeida. And Oleshnuk was just on his back 2 seconds ago. That was pretty sweet. Now Oleshnuk's in side control. Wow, Almeida really got taken down after he was just controlling from on top. How the hell did Almeida get taken down? Alright, I'm getting a refill. Didn't miss much. Jailton Almeida's brother is getting whooped by Mikel Leshnuk's brother. Wow, they're both very tired. Not much cardio from either guy, I must say. I'm going to need some coffee for this fight. Yeah, a cup of coffee, please. What kind of fight is this? I mean, everyone needs to get a cup of Joe for this fight. How are we going to stay awake for this one? Very uneventful fight. This was probably the worst fight since I started this live stream. What was it? An hour ago? 2 hours ago? I don't know how long I've been on this live stream. 2 hours. The worst fight I've seen in 2 hours was this one. No doubt. Like, what's going on here? Finally, it's over. Jeez. Wow. End that fight already. Thank you. Oh, now we got Giga Chad next. Yeah, the last few fights been good. That was the first bad one. Almeida versus Leshnuk. Okay, Giga Chad, come on. Let's do some work here. Let's not be a decisionator again, Giga Chad. Let's not go to decision. When's the last time your fight has ended in a finish? 2021. I think you're due for one now, bud. Or bro. I won't call you bud. Alright. Come on, bro. You're from Georgia. Let's see some Topuria knockout. I can't wait for Royval versus Kape. I want Royval. I'm not rooting for the guy with Gyno. I'm not rooting for Titty Boy. That's the facts. I never root for Titty Boy. I'm the same way with Josh Emmett, Izzy, whoever it might be. I think Brandon Royval might be a clean fighter. I don't really see any signs of PEDs on Royval like I do Kape. Ooh, a Leshnuk. Is this Mikel Leshnuk's brother? Who knows? Oh, late Chuck. What a bad fight that was. Wow, 324 is stacked. And there's only one thing wrong with 324. There's only one thing wrong with it. Armin's not fighting Paddy, but other than that, it's cool. But how disappointing will 324 be if Paddy Pimblett gets a first round or second round submission? Think about it. How bad will 324 feel like if Paddy Pimblett gets a first or second round submission? Hopefully I didn't freeze up here. Got to get this stream back and running. Alright, well, until the technical difficulties solved, we're going to have to fix that. Right back for a quick break. Alright, we back. We had a minor technical difficulty. I think I froze on the camera screen. Shit. I looked like a mannequin. I was frozen. Hey, it's not that cold at my place. It's cold over here, but it ain't that cold. We're all back. We're back. And guess what? I didn't miss a damn thing because, you know, UFC commercial breaks are 10 hours long. Let's be real here. That's the one perk of a UFC commercial break, I guess. If there's a technical issue, you got time to solve it because, you know, the UFC just has to have an hour break between fights. Hello, King. Yeah, my name's Bobby. My name's King Green. Man, you already know Royval and Kape are coming to throw heat. Let's go, Royval. Yes, they are. This is a great flyweight fight. Royval is a fight of the night contender. You're back, LMAO. You froze for so long. Man, I was frozen. It's cold around these parts. I'm going to need some hot coffee now to unfreeze myself. I need some hot coffee now. Yeah, I was frozen. I was looking like a mannequin. Shit. And we still got time to spare. The co-main event still hasn't started yet. And I was frozen for so long. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. UFC, put some power slap in between commercials. That's the best way to plug that stupid TikTok gimmick. Power slap. I mean, I would seriously watch that between fights. Put something entertaining between fights. Fuck it. Put on arm wrestling between fights. Put on some, you know, so I could watch. I'm just looking at a commercial. We'll be right back screen. The fuck is that? Alright, anyway. Wait, isn't Giga Chad next? It's been so long since the last fight. Oh, there he is. Okay. Call me crazy, but I want Giga Chad to fight like a Giga Chad this fight. I want him to fight like a Giga Chad. When you think of Giga Chad, you think of, you know, like someone jacked, like the Hulk. Giga Chad is more of a decision fighter. Fights good on the outside, more of a point fighter. I want him to walk Kevin Vallejos down. I want him to stalk him. Throw big meaty hooks. Fight like a Giga Chad. Damn! Kevin Vallejos, minus 375 favorite. Minus 375 favorite. Are you guys sure about that, UFC? Are you guys sure about that? And shout out to everyone in the chat. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would appreciate that shit. I stream every fight. I'm even streaming an Apex event. I'm even streaming an Apex event. So make sure you like and subscribe. We do more live streams than just the fight companions too. We try to go live at least a few times a week. And check out my latest video. The best and worst moments of UFC 2025. Because I want to know if you guys agree with me. And at the end of the video, I tell you the number one worst moment of 2025 and my number one best moment of 2025. I want to know if you guys agree. Or if I'm the odd man out here. This one is heat. I hope it is. I hope you're right. Come on, Giga Chad. They put you as an underdog, bro. What are you going to do about that, Giga Chad? You're an underdog. You got to do something about this shit. Here we go. Co-main event starting. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. I see you guys. I see you guys. Appreciate that shit. All right. Giga Chad. They think you're mini-me, not Giga Chad. Look at those odds. And he's the underdog against this short 24-year-old from Argentina. Okay. This guy must be good. He's a little short, stocky tank, I guess. Vallejos. Giga Chad, I don't want to see point fighting. Pressure. Power strikes. Go to the body. Like, I know you do good in karate combat with your point fighting style, but Mike Bisping just said Vallejos reminds him of a little Ilia Topuria. Really? What has Mike Bisping seen that I haven't? Giga Chad just missed a leg kick and got countered with a left hand and a right hand. Wow. Vallejos might fight like a Giga Chad. Giga Chad. Crazy name, huh? But he doesn't fight like one. Like, he's more so fighting like Izzy versus Romero. This might be a Adesanya versus Romero type of fight, and I hope it's not. Please don't be Izzy Adesanya versus Yoel Romero right here. When you're playing UFC and both your controllers die, that's what's going on here. When you're playing UFC and both your controllers die. Like, put some battery in the controllers and let's start swinging. Vallejos caught Giga Chad's kick, missed his own head kick. Oh, head kick left hand from Giga Chad. Nice. Flying knee from Giga Chad. There we go. That was the first heat truly landed in this fight. What the hell? Look at Giga Chad's leg. Look at his shin. Oh, man, that's a brutal cut. Hopefully he doesn't get too worried about that. Ooh. That sucks. They must have went shin to shin. Or Vallejos blocked that body kick well. Oh, no, that was from the head kick Giga Chad landed. That was probably from the head kick he landed. Vallejos got double underhooks. Oh, I know that's going to bother Giga Chad. Fighters always touch their leg when it's leaking like that. Because it's really annoying. That's a real annoying feeling. What did the ref just say? Did I just hear the ref say stop talking, or am I tripping? All right, Vallejos just trying to hold him against the fence. Dude, I'm holding on to my shin right now. That looks so bad. Me too. I just grabbed my shin. Oh, he's still kicking with it. Giga Chad just kicked with it. You see all the blood on Vallejos' elbow. Oh, Giga Chad's still throwing it. That's nuts. Oh, that looks so bad. Why does that bother me? Why does that bother me? That leaking going on the shin. That just looks brutal. And Giga Chad was still throwing that kick. He doesn't give a shit. Wow. Oh, he landed a body kick with that kick. And you're going to see the mark of blood every time he lands that kick. That's the thing. It's coffee time. Thank you. Oh, Giga Chad landed that head kick again for good measure at the end. What the hell was Vallejos doing? He was, after the round was over, he walked up to Giga Chad and started grabbing his arm. Did you guys see that? Why was Vallejos walking up to Giga Chad's corner after the horn blew? I wanted to see what he was going to do. Wow. Yeah, this is hard to watch because of that shin. I agree. Those bloody shins kind of make the fight fans a little queasy sometimes. I don't know what it is. It looks nastier than a cut on the face. Damn. All you can do is keep kicking that heavy bag and keep kicking banana trees to condition those shins. That's what you got to do. Kick the heavy bags and kick those banana trees. Condition those shins. Ooh. Ooh, that was a tough leg kick. Ooh, that kind of rattled everything in his knee. Did you see his knee tweak like that? Round 2. Body kick from Vallejos. All right, does Vallejos look clean to you guys? Come on, you're telling me Vallejos isn't on PED substances? Does anyone believe that shit? That Vallejos is clean? Look at him. Oh, head kick from Giga Chad. Come on, Giga Chad, I'm rooting for you, bro. Imagine if Joe Rogan was commentating the Vallejos. He's just a big ball of muscle. Remember what Rogan said about Chandler? Oh, teep kick to the chin from Giga Chad. Rogan was like, he's just a big ball of muscle. Yeah, because Chandler's probably on HGH, everything. And I don't want to get too deep into the weeds here. I'm just going to finally say one more time. Oh, right hand from Vallejos. 2 right hands from Vallejos. Spinning back fist from Vallejos. Elbows. He KO'd Giga Chad. Oh, that was a bad one. Oh, Giga Chad can't even walk. That little juice head KO'd Giga Chad. Oh, I wanted Giga Chad to win. Nice spinning back fist, though. That was a nice one. Gotta feel bad for Giga Chad, though. He was doing good. He was winning. I don't know. This guy looks like a short little juice head to me. But nice spinning back fist. That was a brutal knockout. And he threw oh, Giga Chad's arm went bent backwards. Look how Giga Chad landed on his arm. Look how nasty that is. Look at his arm. That was tough. And then Vallejos landed another punch before Giga Chad hit the ground. Someone test this guy. Whoever's the drug testing agency for the UFC. Someone test this guy. That was a crazy spinning back fist. And that guy is fast. Dude, he was seeing effing demons and then the follow-up. Oh my god. That was brutal as it gets. He literally landed a punch as Giga Chad was falling. He literally threw a Spinning back fist, landed it. Giga Chad is on his way to face planting the canvas. And before he even hits the ground, one more punch gets landed? Whoa. Whoa. That little short ball of muscle. Crazy brutal knockout. Good fight. But damn, I was rooting for Giga Chad. I see why dude was such a big favorite though. Kevin Vallejos. I see why he was such a favorite. This guy's a little knockout machine, huh? A tank knockout machine, I guess. That's tough. Man, what a knockout. Kid is special, no doubt. He's dangerous, yeah. Very dangerous. Gotta feel for Giga Chad, though. That was a brutal one. Vallejos. Knocked him out in stunning fashion. That was insane. He doesn't speak English, I bet, huh? He's from Argentina. Doesn't speak English. Let's hear what he's got to say from the translator. What's he got to say? What's he got to say? Damn, this guy's explosive and powerful. Poor Giga Chad. Damn, the way he landed on his arm. Did you guys see how Giga landed on his arm? It was like bent backwards. I hope his shoulder's okay, too. How does Bisping know on Monday morning he's going to be ranked number 15? And why are we talking about rankings? Remember what Dana said? I don't give a shit about the number next to his name. Now we're back to talking about rankings again, huh? As long as it's not Armin, we'll talk about rankings. Rankings matter unless you're Armin, guys. Dream come true. Okay, I see why he was a huge favorite. This guy's very dangerous, guys. Very, very dangerous. He said he's not special. He's just using the tools he's got. All right, here's his call out. Let's hear it. Who you calling out, bro? Who is it? Who is it? He called out Cub Swanson. I thought Cub Swanson's done. Cub Swanson. I think Cub Swanson's done. I don't know about that. I'll find a fight for him right now. I don't know about Cub Swanson, buddy. We don't need you to have an easy knockout against Cub Swanson, okay? What are you, a featherweight? No. No. How about if he's 15, why don't we see him fight Ige? Why not Dan Ige fight him? Dan Ige just lost to Pitbull. I say Dan Ige versus Kevin Vallejos. How about that? I think that's the move. We're already at the main event. The main event. There's the cat. Great card so far. The only bad fight was Almeida versus Oleshuk. And that's it. Great fight. Great fights. Whoa! Main card of the first fight night of 2026. Mario Batista versus Vinicius Oliveira. Vinicius Oliveira. Horiguchi in the co-main event against Albazi. Ryan Spann versus Rizvan Kanayev. Featured fight. Mikel Oleshuk versus Andre Barriault. Gene Matsumoto's fighting Basharat. And then we got Julius Walker to open the card. Interesting. Oh, wow. Albazi is back. Bro is cooked. Yeah, I think he's cooked in that one. That's an interesting fight night. That's interesting. Damn, my cat's going crazy right now, running around the house. Doing laps. Even my cat's pumped up about the first fight night of 2026. She's literally sprinting around doing laps right now like Usain Bolt. Come on, Royval. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. I feel like Kape's going to win, but I want Royval. I want Royval to win and then in his post-fight speech be like, you know what? I want to fight on any card except the White House card. He don't want to fight on that White House card. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Be the odd one out here. Be the only fighter who doesn't want to fight on this card. Why not? Brandon Royval. He's only lost to the best. Now, Manel Kape. The only strap that he deserves right now is a bra strap, I would say. I know he's good. His last loss was Makayev, but the only strap that he can earn right now is a bra strap. Like, he needs... Come on, we can't pretend that Manel Kape is clean. We can't. The joke's over. UFC. We're on to you guys. No one just randomly gets fucking gyno. Okay? You don't get it from Huff and Reefer. If that was the case, Nate Diaz would have D cups right now. We all know what it's from when you cycle off and all that shit. W stream, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. And appreciate everyone in the chat and everyone watching the stream as well. This is pretty fun for an Apex card. I'm not gonna lie. This is the best time I had watching an Apex card in a while. Not saying I want to watch Apex cards, but this is the most fun I've had watching an Apex card in a while. And it's probably because it's the last card of the year. They made the Apex card a little better than normal, you know? Dude, Vallejos, I can't get over that finish. He's a little tank. He's a little tank. He's like a little Mike Chandler, but with fight IQ. Imagine someone with the physique and the power of Chandler, but fight IQ. Not a complete dumbass. I think that's what this guy is. Only bet $10. I got the Isaac Thompson fight wrong. Got everything else right and didn't bet on the main event. I want Brandon to win. If it's close, I think they'll give it to Cap. Me too. Let's go, Royval. And if it is close, I do think they'll give it to Cap. Do you see how retarded the judges were today? They gave Bobby Green a split decision over Lance Gibson. Bobby Green won every round, arguably. That judge needed to be kicked out of the fucking Apex right then and there. Nighttime coffee, gang. Title shot goes to Royval if he wins. Because him and Van again is a huge needle mover. Unfortunately, Pantoja out 1 to 2 years. Who said that? Hold up, before I can answer the first question. Where did you hear that Pantoja's out for 1 to 2 years? I thought Pantoja said he's looking to come back ASAP. I think Bobby definitely got rounds 1 and 3. Definitely, yes, no doubt. Round 2 was close. Green definitely won round 1 and 3. That was clear as day. But I think it would play out like this, the flyweight title picture. Van versus Tyra. I mean, he's out for a year. That's what Dana said. He was like, he's out for a while. Dana's full of shit. He didn't even get a confirmation on Pantoja. He was so happy that Pantoja broke his arm. Mr. Oh, I don't make fights till Tuesday. I don't know anything till Tuesday. Right after the fight, yeah, we're going to do Tyra versus Van in Japan. Brother, I thought you don't know till Tuesday. Dana's just saying that even if Pantoja's ready tomorrow, Dana will say he's still out injured. I think you're right, but Dana's lying. They're going to do Van versus Tyra in Japan. I think Pantoja will be ready after that fight. But they'll probably skip him because it's the Paramount era. We know how Dana rolls. We know how Dana works. And they're going to give the title fight to Manel Kape if he wins. Kape supposedly on PEDs. Yes. No professional athlete besides that fucking heavyweight named, what's his name? Asplund should have titties like that. I never root for the fighter with gyno. Never did. Never will. And I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. I would, you know. I know he's on that. I know he's on that stuff. Come on. Come on. He needs D cups. Does the UFC think we're retarded? UFC must think I'm retarded if they think that I think Kape is clean. That's a bunch of cap. If Kape is clean, is a bunch of cap. Now, I could see Royval being clean. But Kape, like I said, the only strap he deserves right now is a bra strap. We can't let him off scot-free looking like that. If Kape beats Raw Dog, then he jumps Tyra because Brandon beat him already. Yeah, Royval did beat Tyra already, but a lot of the fan base doesn't know that. And they really want to get the Japanese fan base. I'm telling you. This is my prediction. I hear you. My prediction is they're doing Van versus Tyra in Japan no matter what. And I'm not mad at it because UFC Japan sounds fun. I don't know why. I always wanted to go to Japan. But I think in a perfect world for UFC, Kape wins and he gets the winner of Van versus Tyra. Now, if Royval wins, then I think they might consider giving Pantoja the winner of Tyra versus Van. I'm sure they're not happy with Royval talking shit about the White House card. Yeah, I think that's the UFC's plan. Tyra versus Van no matter what. And hopefully Kape wins for the UFC. Then they'll give him the title shot and skip Pantoja. I could definitely see that. But I hope Royval wins. And I hope Pantoja gets his immediate title shot right after Van versus Tyra. But I just know they're doing Van versus Tyra. Coming out to Rage Against the Machine. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Yeah. Fighters don't have good walkout music, but some do. Yeah, Royval knows what's up. With a pocket full of shells. Down, 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 down. That's better than most of the walkout music I hear. I'll admit that. I hope he does get skipped. I don't care for Kape. The only funny moment with him was, I think he was at the press conference talking shit to Izzy. That was funny. Izzy was like towering over him. And Kape was talking all that shit. Punch him right in the titty, Royval. Punch him right in the titty. You got this, Brandon. Let's go. Hey, I never thought I would say this, but let's go, Brandon. Never thought I'd say that. Okay, let's go. If their heights are correct here, Royval is towering over Kape. He's 4 inches taller than Kape? I know this isn't the White House card yet, but let's go, Brandon. Punch him in the titties. Let's go, Royval. Let's go. You just gave the champ one of the best fights. Your last fight was fight of the night. Maybe fight of the year. Let's go, Royval. Let's go. This is a great flyweight fight. What is everyone's favorite divisions right now? Flyweight just got a lot more interesting. Welterweight's obviously the most stacked. Featherweight's stacked. Flyweight's more interesting. Bantamweight's going to get interesting. Middleweight's at a stalemate. Anyway, alright, we got a main event. Wow, there's a lot of blood on the canvas. Let's go, Royval. Let's go. Royval's the underdog. I knew it. It's because he doesn't have the power, but he uses that reach pretty good. We're in for a fight. We're in for a fight. I'm rooting for USA this time. I'm surprised Kape made weight with that titty. All right. Let's fucking go. Good card so far. Let's top it off. Let's go, Royval. All right, here we go. Here we go. Royval and Southpaw. Kape switching stances already. Kape goes lefty, righty, lefty, righty. I like them all. I just want better matchmaking. Agreed. I want real matchmaking, not Dana White rigging matchmaking. I want real matchmaking. I'm talking Murphy versus Volk. I'm talking Armin versus Patty. Brandon got to watch out for the power punches. No doubt, absolutely. He better watch out for those power punches. He's got to use his reach. Hit him from far away. Use that reach. Keep him away. He's so short compared to you. Pop his breast implants. Pop his breast implants. Royval loves that jab. He loves his straight punches. Nice body kick from Royval. Right on the liver. He's throwing feints. Leg kick from Kape. Nice jab, leg kick from Royval. Royval circling. Circling away from that power hand of Kape. Kape's in lefty right now. Nice jab from Brandon. Body kick again from Brandon Royval. Leg kick from Royval, caught by Kape. Kape just missed a big leg kick. Royval's doing a good job of keeping his distance so far. Did you start the stream from the beginning, from the fights? Yeah, I started the stream at the beginning of the main card. I started right at Bobby Green, at the Bobby Green fight. Oh, Kape with a body hook and a straight left hand. Kape with nice 2 punches right there. Oh, 1-2 from Royval. What the hell did Royval just do? It looked like he spit. Nice leg kick from Brandon. Body hook from Kape. Kape is the pressure fighter here. Oh, nice left hand from Royval. Oh, Kape caught him and dropped him. It's over. Of course. Of course. Oh my gosh. The guy I root for rarely wins, but it is what it is. Damn, that power. That power. Titty power. You heard of Polish power. What do you guys know about titty power? Damn, Roy. I wanted Royval to win. Maybe if he did more lateral movement instead of just backing straight up. But it's easier said than done. In hindsight's 2020. But maybe more lateral movement. He got trapped against the fence because he was backing straight up. Wasn't moving side to side. I'm not mad at the stoppage. It seemed legit. Royval flopped down. He looked out. Yep, Kape with too much power. Early stoppages. They always do early stoppages for the people they want to lose. I agree. I do agree they always do early stoppages for people they want to lose, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm not mad at that one. When they stopped the fight, I know Royval's hands were like down at his hips. I think he just would have took more punishment on that one, but they definitely wanted Kape to win for sure. For sure. Exactly what they wanted, no doubt. No doubt. I don't like Kape, but it is what it is. I wish Royval did it. It was a good card, though, for what it was. Considering it was an Apex card. Wow. Manel Kape. Okay. Now this is where they throw Pantoja out of the picture. Now Pantoja's officially fucked. Pantoja's never going to get that title fight. You think he's going to fail a drug test after this? No. No. The UFC has such shady drug testing. He ain't going to fail. Unless he pisses off the UFC, he ain't going to fail. Did Izzy fail his drug test? After his titty? Nah. Did Josh Emmett ever fail a drug test? Nah. I don't think he will. He's got top-notch sports scientist. But you're convinced he's on roids, right? Yeah, my hot take is not just him, but over 50% of the roster, for sure. Not just MMA, all professional athletes. The body can't keep up with that type of rigorous training. Naturally. But yeah, I'm convinced. I'm definitely convinced. Alla Madonna. Nothing. What is Kape saying? What's he saying? He's calling out Van. He's calling out Van. Man, Pantoja is screwed. Like, where the hell did this crazy new power puncher come from? Where did this new power punch come from? Yeah. Came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. Okay. I think Pantoja is screwed. I think after Tyra versus Van, I think Kape's getting the next title fight. But I think Pantoja will be healed by then. I think he'll definitely be healed by then. He's an animal. He's a cannibal. But who does the UFC want to get that title fight for the Paramount deal after Van versus Tyra? Probably Kape. He is a dangerous fighter, though. He is a dangerous fight. He can give a lot of the fighters a run for their money, though, no doubt. He said, when I touch you, coma. When I touch you, hospital. Okay, he's talking that talk. Van versus Kape is more interesting. They both hit harder. Right, right. Van versus Kape is more interesting than Tyra versus Kape. Right. Right. Yeah, Joshua Van. I wonder what he thinks about this fight. This guy is a better all-around fighter than Van. I believe Van is a better traditional boxer. Yeah. I could see that. I hear you. We don't know how well-rounded Van is yet. That's the thing. We got about 20 seconds worth of action in his championship fight. There is a lot to be learned about Van still. But yeah, I definitely think Manel Kape can hang with anybody in this weight class. I really do. He can hang with anybody in this weight class. He's dangerous. You gotta admit it. He's dangerous. People won't forget, man. He's dangerous. Flyweight's getting interesting. They're building up contenders. We already got 2 contenders now. Good stuff, good stuff. Pretty decent Apex card. I expected that to be. It was the last one of the year. But yeah. Whoa, we're going 6 weeks without the fights. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to be dropping some MMA 2025 recap videos. I'm going to pick my favorite knockout of the year, my favorite comeback of the year. I'm going to pick my fighter of the year. I'm going to pick it all. I'm going to give everyone their flowers that set the standard in 2025. I'm going to give the answer to my favorite champion of the year. I'm going to do a lot of 2025 recaps. Josh Van will beat the Japanese guy. Ooh, that should be a good one. I'm really interested in that Japan card once they book it. I mean, Tyra's a really good grappler. Let's see how good Van is at that takedown defense. I think he'll hold his own, but I think he will get taken down. I think he will. UFC lined up lots of contenders going into the Paramount era. Wow, that was the last card of 2025. Think about it, guys. The next card we're going to see is UFC 324 Pimblett vs. Gaethje. Nunes Harrison. O'Malley Yadong. Lewis vs. Waldo. Derek Lewis vs. Waldo. Gene Silva versus Arnold Allen. Man, that's literally the next card, but it's 6 weeks away. So I'm going to have to use my creativity to come up with a lot of content for these next 6 weeks. But I'm definitely going to be doing my 2025 year recap. I'm going to choose craziest comeback of the year. All of it. All right, well, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for next year. Damn. I can't believe UFC's taking such a long break. Like, I get it. You take the holidays off. But 6 weeks. A month and a half long layoff is kind of crazy, isn't it? And I wonder why they're doing 2 numbered cards back to back in January. Like we got UFC 324 and 25 in January. And then no pay-per-view in February, which is really interesting. Maybe because the Super Bowl's in February. Could be that. But real interesting. But point is, we got 6 weeks off. No fights. But hey, it's UFC. It's always a big drama show. There would always be something to talk about. That's the thing. There's always something to talk about in this big drama show, you know? But I will definitely be seeing you guys before the next Paramount card. Definitely. I'm still going to be dropping consistently these next 6 weeks. No doubt about it. This will be a good time to do a lot of the videos that I've been holding and waiting on. I got some tricks up my sleeve with some videos I'm going to be dropping, so this will be a good time to do it. I could take a break from the current events and all the crazy news and all that shit. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in for the stream. Make sure you rewatch the stream. Check out my latest video, the best and worst moments of 2025. Check out the Aspinall and Armin disrespected by Dana White video. Check it all out. I'll catch you guys soon. And keep your eyes peeled for my 2025 recap. I'm going to be recapping the whole year, the highest moments, the lowest lows. And I'll tell you my favorite fights, favorite fighters, best champs. Everything. I can't wait for that video. I got to do some research and just re-look at all the cards that happened this year to get my ideas going. Because, I mean, it might have been a weird year, but a lot happened. No doubt about that. What else am I going to talk about? The most undeserved title fights of the year. I'm definitely going to break that down. I'm already thinking of a few right now. The biggest fall-offs of 2025. For example, a lot of big-name fighters fell off. One of them is O'Malley. This year. Not saying he can't come back next year, but this year. He lost a lot of his stock. No denying that, right? I'm also going to talk about the most disappointing anticipated fights. Because that was the story of this year. There was a lot of anticipated fights with disappointing results. For example, Pereira versus Magomed, the first fight. Legit title fight. Made sense. Not what we expected, though. You know, Pereira not to pull the trigger that first fight. What else? Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to do that video. Ooh, we had 6 finishes tonight. 5 of them by knockout. That's what's up. That's what's up. But all I got to say is next year, we better get the rivalries we've been asking for. I want to see it. I want Dreykus versus Brendan Allen. Book it now. Book it now. I want Ian Gary versus Islam. Little Dagestan versus Ireland beef. You know what's crazy? Everyone's got mixed opinions on who should fight Makhachev next. Isn't that crazy? No one believes Islam when he says, I believe Usman will be the toughest fight for me. No one believes that shit, right? Okay, we can all agree Usman shouldn't get the next title fight against Islam. And as dangerous as Michael Morales is, he's only fought for 2 minutes on a pay-per-view event. His first one ever. Does he really deserve to fight for the title? Not only storyline-wise does it not make sense, but just because you're the most powerful hitter in the division does not mean title fight instantly, you know? I get it. He beat the number one guy, Sean Brady. In my opinion, it was Sean Brady, but his resume consists of spending 2 minutes of fighting on a pay-per-view. That's it. Fight before that was old Gilbert Burns. Fight before that, I think, was Neil Magny. Like, I think Prates is even more deserving of a title fight than Morales. And Gary beat Prates, and Gary just beat former champ Bilal. He might be a cuck, but I don't know why Ian Gary being the next person for the title shot's a hot take. Yeah, he's annoying, yeah. He's annoying. So is his voice. But I think he's the actual guy, he's the legit guy who should be fighting Islam. I mean, what's the point of having Ian Gary knock off another contender? He already beat Prates. Do you guys really want to see him beat Michael Morales in a decision? And end his hype? I doubt it. Do you guys want to see Gary versus JDM? I doubt it. He's got to fight Islam. Dagestan versus Ireland. The Timu version of McGregor Habib. The knockoff version of McGregor Habib. I'm here for it. I think it's a real interesting matchup. Islam, you want to go to decision at welterweight? You like going to decision, huh? I could tell in your last fight. Well, so does Ian Gary. He might be better at winning a decision than you. I think he'll tower over Islam height-wise. I think Gary has the best takedown defense in the division. I think that's a fact. Who has better takedown defense than Gary? I'll wait. I think that's the fight. Islam versus Gary. Now, they're going to justify the Usman title fight by saying, well, Patty and Gaethje get title fights. Why can't... You know? Let's not compare title fights to Gaethje versus Patty. Let's not compare title fights to that. If that can't... That's not the standard. Ian has a good chance of winning that one. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't see Islam just holding him down like he did Jack. Ian Gary has very good footwork. I know he's an annoying person. I get it. But I care about style matchups that I'm intrigued about. If we're talking about style versus style, Islam versus Gary makes sense competitively. And McGregor and Habib already built the storyline. It's already there. Who knows? Maybe we can get Conor McGregor. He'll never fight again. But maybe we'll get him in the corner of Gary. And we'll get Habib in the corner of Islam. There'd be so much to talk about. I could see Conor pulling up just to get in Islam in Habib's head and being the cornerman of Gary. Just for that alone, let's do Ian Gary versus Islam. If we do Michael Morales versus Islam Makhachev, every question at the press conference is going to be done in Spanish or Portuguese, whatever Morales speaks. Do we really want a press conference between Islam Makhachev and Michael Morales to be done in Russian and Portuguese the whole fight? The whole press conference? Spanish. Okay. I don't think we want to see a press conference with Islam and Michael Morales full of Spanish and Russian questions only. Let's get Ian Gary versus Islam. Let's get the storyline going. Conor could show up, make a surprise appearance. Khabib will be cornering Islam. Let's fucking go. Let's watch Ian Gary be annoying. Maybe Ian Gary can be so annoying he'll piss off Islam. I could see that. Ian pissed off Hamza, which isn't hard to do. I think he could piss off Islam. No one's ever pissed off Islam Makhachev. I can't remember one time of Islam getting emotional. Ever. And I think Ian might have the best chance to get Islam a little riled up. Just a little bit. Usman sure as hell ain't going to do it. All that respect stuff. Respect, same manager. We're not going to let Ali Abdallah Disease win this and have his two clients fight each other for big money. We don't want to see buddies fighting each other. I mean, look how boring the Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje press conference was. Gaethje, I mean, Pimblett has a name for everyone. He calls him Sausage. He called Justin Gaethje nothing. Had nothing to say about Gaethje. You getting some fish soon, homie? Well, just the Tuxedo Cat and the Calico Cat for now. But when I get in the 1,000 sub range, I'm keeping my word. And I'm getting the Vampire Crab. And an aquarium. I'm keeping my word. When I get to the 1,000 subs, it's going down for real. But as far as, I don't want to see friends fighting in 2026. Like Gaethje, Pimblett, they're like friendly towards each other. Imagine how much more entertaining a Paddy Pimblett Armin press conference would have been. I like Paddy. He's funny. Good fighter. But I don't know if I can agree with the narrative that Paddy Pimblett's an entertainer. Him and Gaethje looked like best friends at the press conference. I know we're in it for the fights, but shit, I want a little bit of the pot stirred at a press conference. Call Justin Gaethje Homer Simpson. Give him a nickname, Paddy. I thought you were an entertainer. I just like ranting about buddy, friendly people fighting each other. I would rather see the two guys that hate each other. If you guys hate each other, perfect. Let's see the fight. Usman Bilal. I wanted to see it. Like, I don't get the John Jones mindset. John Jones wants to fight people that he likes. Oh, Alex Pereira. I want to fight you, man. I have so much respect for you, and you were very respectful about me. I want to fight you. No, fight the guy you want to fucking punch in the face. How's everyone's night betting? I didn't make any bets, but I did do good in my picks. I was rooting for Royval, but I had Kape winning. I wanted Kennedy to lose, but he won. I knew he would win. I knew I had Bobby Green winning. I did good on my picks. But everyone who I picked, I wasn't really rooting for besides Bobby Green. But let me just double check. I actually didn't see Giga Chad getting knocked out so early, because I don't know too much about Kevin Vallejos, but now I do. I see why he was the heavy favorite. I did know Amosov, the Ukrainian guy. I did know he would smoke Neil Magny. I did pick him to smoke Neil Magny. I seen that one coming. And what's that heavyweight's name? Asplund? I knew he would beat Sheriff. I knew Asplund would beat Sheriff. And those were really my only picks. I hit the 12 leg, aside from the draw and the postpone, which still let me hit. Really? Damn, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh yeah, that's another thing I gotta do during this break. I gotta come up with my 324 predictions. 2026, I'm gonna be on fire with my predictions. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. 2026, I'm making a redemption with my predictions. I got all the time in the world to predict UFC 324. Good, I got time. I got time. I'm so hyped for Suga vs. Yadong Song. You got Sean as a lock? Yeah. For some reason, I'm really thinking O'Malley by decision. I think Song Yadong is way too tough and durable to get finished. O'Malley's not skyrocketed confidence right now. O'Malley's at his lowest right now. He's coming off 2 L's. I'm going O'Malley by decision right now if I had to pick. I could see him being faster. I could see him with better footwork, lateral movement. I could see it looking like O'Malley versus Chris Matinho, but a little more competitive. That's how I see it playing out. Like O'Malley versus Chris Matinho, but a little more competitive. Because Song Yadong is way better than that guy. I'm new to betting. Just became legal and it's been great. Alright, alright. Hopefully that wasn't just beginner's luck. But yeah, this sport, it is so hard to choose. Sometimes logic matters. Sometimes gut instinct matters. But don't bet on what the fighter should do. Bet on what the fighter does. For example, if a fighter's a great wrestler, but they never wrestle, I'm not going to predict him to win by out-wrestling somebody because he has better wrestling accolades. Like, no, if he doesn't wrestle, I'm going to take that into consideration. He doesn't use his best skill. I'm going to take that into consideration. If that makes sense. But yeah, betting's tough. It's so back and forth. Who's seen RDR beating Bo? I think Sean watching the belt switch hands has him super motivated and hungry right now. Because he knows he needs to outperform Umar to make it undeniable in the eyes of Dana. I know, but what's his strength and conditioning looking like? He just seems so frail for the... I mean, I don't know. I know he's... Listen, his long arms, he's got pop. I know what you're saying. He's got some serious snap in those punches. He's got a ideal frame for bantamweight. But is Tim Welch pushing him? Is Tim Welch his coach or his yes man? I know O'Malley's got skills. Clearly, because his talking doesn't do the trick. He's not where he is because of his talking. He can't talk to save his life. He can't sell a fight with verbally to save his life, but shit, he's got some serious snap on those long punches. You're right. But I think Tim Welch is more of a friend than a coach. And I think O'Malley would have done better against Merab if he went to, let's say, a gym that was full of UFC fighters. Because we seen it with John Kavanaugh and Conor McGregor. When your coach becomes your buddy, the downfall starts. I did a bit of research today, just to be sure. I did have Kennedy as a favorite, which did not instill confidence. Oh my God, he barely won. That was a bad performance from Kennedy, even though he pulled it off. Or wait, what was that? Yeah. Didn't Kennedy get... That fight was actually a little bit of a lackluster fight. Kennedy didn't look as good as we thought. I also think Sean is in a bad headspace, though. I mean, I'm sure it's a relief that he's fighting a striker. I'm sure he's going to get better. I got O'Malley winning. But can he finish? Can he get a knockout? To me, that's the question. Oh, yeah, it was a draw. Kennedy needed way more damage, but oh, yeah. Man, he's just lost on the ground, isn't he? Merab either needs to retire or he needs to fire his coaches and disown them. Otherwise, he'll never be champ again. You agree? No. Retire? Merab was just gonna be... Merab just became the bantamweight GOAT this year. I can't say someone should retire after they just became the bantamweight GOAT. He's still the bantamweight GOAT. Definitely more established than Dominic Cruz. I think he could be champ again, for sure. For sure. I think Merab has a great shot, if the UFC allows him to. Yeah, Merab has a great chance. Yeah, Kennedy's lost on the ground, very. Those 2 warnings didn't help Kennedy's situation. I know, he was cheating too. I don't know how much faith I have in this guy. He was cheating and still couldn't get the job. Okay. Yeah, Kennedy, I expected a little more from him, but it is what it is. You got to give him favorable matchups, it seems like. It's like you got to give him strikers that can't grapple. Merab never beats Jan, though, and Jan will never be dethroned again. Well, this sport's crazy. You never know. I think Umar versus Jan is anybody's fight. I think Umar versus Jan is anybody's fight. Styles make fights, right? MMA math, 2 + 2 = 5. I think Jan versus Umar's a pick'em. I'm going with Jan, though. And as far as O'Malley, I think Jan will beat O'Malley worse than he did the first time, even though the judges gave it to O'Malley. I know Jan won that fight, and it was close. And it was exciting, but Jan won. I think Umar has a chance. I think Umar has a chance for sure. I think it's like 55-45. Jan would suck the love of fighting out of Umar 100%. Umar knows how dangerous Jan is. I feel like that's why they haven't fought yet. Umar knows how dangerous Jan is. But I'm sure Umar's getting better as well. It's going to be interesting. Is Umar going to take Jan's back? Mix it up constantly? Jan is great. But I think Umar does have a chance. I will be rooting for Piotr Jan, though. I have it 94-6 for Piotr Jan. Oh my God. All right. Well, I think the odds are going to be very close. And if you're right, shit, maybe put $1 on Jan. I don't see the odds like that, but hey, Jan is good. Shout out to everyone in the chat too, by the way. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Appreciate it. I see you guys. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate that. Jan versus Umar. Who you guys got? We all know Umar's going to beat Figgy. That's a layup. Let's just assume now it's going to be Jan versus Umar. Now, would people be pissed if O'Malley gets the shot over Umar? They're fighting on the same night. Will anybody be pissed? Or not pissed, but will everyone be like, oh, hell no, if O'Malley gets the shot over Umar? Say they both win. All right, brother, you gave a great night. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. I had fun watching this Apex card. Usually they're terrible to watch. This one wasn't bad. Umar is already the winner in my mind in this Figgy matchup. No doubt. No doubt. I think Figgy's done. He looked a little out of shape against Sandhagen. And I think he's outsized against Umar. I don't think he's going to be in his tip-top shape and as ready as Umar. That Vallejos KO was brutal. Man! That dude looks like a little mini Michael Chandler. Joe Rogan would be like, just a big ball of muscle. That Vallejos guy is dangerous. That dude has serious power. Actually, never mind. Figgy can win. Bro has some serious knockout power. I would say Puncher's Chance is his best bet. Jan, didn't Umar decline a fight already? I think Umar wasn't ready to fight because his hand. So Jan was sick of sitting on the couch. He didn't want to wait. So he just said, give me Marcus McGee. Give me anyone who's ready. And I believe UFC didn't want them to fight unless it was for a belt. I think the UFC purposely made sure they didn't fight each other until it was for the belt. That's just my theory. Because there's no way the matchmakers weren't like, Jan versus Umar, that's the fight. It's common sense. That was the fight to make. Can't believe it's been 4 years since Giga beat Barboza. Really? Hey, beating Barboza 4 years ago was a big deal. It was a big deal to beat Barboza 4 years ago. Not anymore. Barboza is cooked. Please retire. You put on enough great fights. Vallejos is a menace. He's tough. He's scary. I want to see Vallejos fight. What's his name? What the fuck's his name? Oh my god, why am I drawing a blank? Ige. I want to see Vallejos fight Dan Ige. Why not? I think that's the fight. Vallejos versus Ige. And what happened to Sean Woodson? Isn't he in that weight class? He hasn't fought since April, right? The way Giga fell on his arm and how his knee bent as he was falling was brutal. It looked like his fucking arm snapped off the way he fell. It went backwards. That was scary stuff. Very scary stuff. I agree, that was brutal. Have you ever tried Aljo's Funk Harbor rum? I've never tried it because I boycotted that shit. No, I never even heard about it. I've had Proper 12. Never had Aljo's Funk Harbor rum. Why did you boycott it? Is it cheap hangover shit or what? I like Barboza. I felt sad after Giga beat him. And now I felt a bit sad seeing Giga lose that. Funny how that works. It is. I really felt bad for Giga. I did. Because that was brutal. I actually felt bad for Giga Chad tonight. I agree. I hate Aljamain Sterling. He's not likable, is he? I don't hate him. I don't anything him. He's just... I don't care about his YouTube posts. All he does is say, oh, Merab won that fight against Jan. What? What? Aljo has some serious bad takes. He really has some bad takes. I still can't believe that O'Malley floored him, though. Imagine Vallejos versus Steve Garcia. That would have been a brutal fight. Oh, yeah. That's brutal. But you know who Garcia should fight? Garcia versus Yair Rodriguez. How about that? Garcia versus Yair Rodriguez. That's a fun one. I boycotted Aljo's rum because I never want to show support to Aljo. Laugh my ass off. He milked that knee. I know. He's the reason Jan lost that belt. Jan lost that belt to boring old Aljo. Now, I don't think Aljo's the most boring fighter. I enjoyed his grappling against Masvidal. He did very good against Masvidal, but still. I actually missed his fight against Ortega. That was a boring fight, wasn't it? Yeah, Garcia deserves to fight up the rankings. The Yair fight makes sense, yes. Since the UFC botched Yair versus Lopez, surprise, surprise, give crybaby Yair Rodriguez Garcia. And they could headline the fight night in Mexico. How about that? How about that? That's a fight. That's a fight right there. And I still think Kamaru Usman versus Bilal Muhammad makes sense. Random thought. I know people are probably done with that fight now because Bilal lost. But he's still higher than Usman in the rankings. I want to see some rivalries. I need to see Dricus Brendan Allen. I need to see Jan Blachowicz versus Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill is sticking up for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Jan Blachowicz he's sticking up for his Polish girl, Joanna. And Jamal Hill has beef with Joanna. I want to see that fight. I want to see some heated rivalries go down in 2026. I want to see Gane versus Aspinall again. I want to see Gane Aspinall again. I got Jamal by knockout. What about you? I would have picked Jamal by knockout, but until I saw that Roundtree fight, I don't have faith in Hill after that Roundtree fight. I would have to go Blachowicz decision. Damn, it might be a split decision, Blachowicz. He might win his first split decision. Now that I look back on it, I can't believe Hill was champion. I can't believe Hill was champion after I seen his last couple of fights. I guess he looked alright against Yuri. I think Yuri really did a number on him. Because he never looked worse than I seen in that Khalil Roundtree fight. What else? What are some good rivalries going on? I would say Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva was the best fight build-up of 2025. I want to see shit like that. Khalil would have been the light heavyweight GOAT if fights were only 2 rounds. Yeah. If fights were only 2 rounds, yeah. But once it gets gritty and he gets in your face, it's another story. Maybe if it was just kickboxing too, he'd be the GOAT. But if you can clinch and get in his face, it's tough. Trying to think of some more rivalries that they could book. Or some, you know, some bad blood they could book for the Paramount fights. I don't want to see Pereira versus Gane. Please don't give me Pereira versus Gane. Hey, we're at double-digit numbers in the chat. Appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate you guys. I don't want to see Pereira versus Gane. That would be so dumb if Pereira moves up when Aspinall is out of commission. UFC would definitely do some shit like that. Like, I want Pereira to be a 3-time champion, but I want it to actually be legit. If he beats Gane and becomes a 3-time champion, I won't consider that a real legit heavyweight title win. You can't beat Gane and become a 3-time champion. He's got to beat the real champion. I don't know who Pereira should fight next, but it certainly should not be Cyril Gane. I think he should stay, knock out Ulberg, and then move up and fight the real heavyweight champion. Oh, on the UFC post-fight show, Dean Thomas is saying he wants to see Tabit versus O'Malley. That's funny. Oh, Rashad's saying he wants to see Jones Pereira. All right, how hyped is everyone for Jones Pereira? How hyped? I don't like John Jones picking his fights. That's why I'm not hyped about it. If John Jones likes that matchup, then I don't like it. If John Jones hates the matchup, then I love it. I want to see John Jones fight someone that's bigger than him, faster than him, and hits harder than him. And possibly can beat him on the ground. And I think Aspinall checks those boxes. I want to see Arman get in the title picture. I want to see Ilya and Patty cry. I want to see Ilya and Patty cry about it. I want to see Arman in the title picture very soon. There's a lot of good fights to book. Hopefully UFC don't drop the ball. But hopefully I'm not alone on this. I think we need some more heated matchups. No doubt about it. I also want to see someone knock Colby out of the rankings. Or I need Colby to fight or get out of the rankings. Nothing against Colby. It's not his fault the UFC's just keeping him in the rankings. But he needs to either play or get out. He needs to fight or take his ball and go home. One or the other. I just don't see the point of Colby Covington fighting anymore. Like, who? Oh, yeah. Since I'm going off on these I gotta drop some hot take videos. I might make that a weekly segment. I might do that. I might try that out. Maybe once a week, I'll do a video dropping a hot take. I'll do like one hot take per week. Just to get everyone thinking. There's so many hot takes I have in MMA. Like, my mind is just full of them. I usually don't agree with the majority of, so it's like, I think I'd be perfect for coming up with hot takes. I'm not a company man, alright? I don't work for UFC. That's the perfect recipe for coming up with hot takes. Can't be a company man. Here's another thing I want to see. Since we're doing UFC grappling on Fight Pass, I don't know if they're going to keep it on Fight Pass, but since we're doing UFC Jiu-Jitsu and grappling, I want to see Khabib grapple somebody. Another former MMA fighter. Why not? I want to see retired fighters that are still in shape grapple. I want to see Khabib versus GSP grappling. We'll never get it in MMA, but fuck it. Why not? Why not? I want to see some MMA legends get in that UFC grappling business. Let's see that shit. Come on. What do you guys think? Khabib versus GSP? UFC grappling? That would get people more invested in grappling and they'll learn more about it. Who are some other retired fighters that are still capable of competing? That'd be fun in grappling, like good grapplers. John Jones said he was offered to grapple Daniel Cormier. I would watch that. I would watch that. DC's back into training, right? He's getting back into shape. That'd be fun. I want to see some MMA legends that are still capable of competing in the UFC grappling. That'd be fun. I get kind of sick of watching the jiu-jitsu professionals go at it. I want to see some guys with the MMA background grapple. Fuck it. Khabib versus Craig Jones. Let's see it. They have to start standing, though. No one can pull guard. That's the rule. Khabib versus Craig Jones in grappling. But you're not allowed to pull or jump guard. To make it fair. Because Craig Jones wins every time if he starts on his back. Shit. Ortega's basically done with the sport. Ortega's basically retired. What up? Just grab some barbecue chicken from the fridge. Back now. Nice. I was just saying, I think some fighters that are on their way out of MMA, or retired MMA legends, or just fighters still capable of competing, should sign up for the UFC grappling. I said I want to see Jones versus DC in the UFC grappling. Khabib versus GSP. How about Brian Ortega? He's basically cooked in MMA. I think he's capable of competing in jits. You didn't hear T-City's fighting Moicano March 326. I didn't hear. Really? Really? I didn't hear. Are you sure? They got two. Really? That is not what I expected. I did not hear about that. T-City versus Moicano? Is that the fight? Oh, it's in. Alright, it's not official. It's not official. It's in the works, huh? Interesting. You know what? I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to give Moicano a young contender. I think they're going to give you know what? I think they're going to do Manuel Torres versus Moicano. That's my prediction. I just can't see them doing Moicano versus... Wait, Brian Ortega's going up to lightweight? Finally? That would mean Ortega's going up to lightweight. It's about time. But I feel like they're going to do Moicano dirty, give him a young contender to knock him out. If I had to predict, I think it's going to be Torres Moicano. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I just very rarely see those, like, old generation fighters fighting each other. It's always old generation versus new generation. And I wouldn't be mad at that. Moicano versus Brian Ortega. I think that's an interesting fight. I wouldn't be mad at that. But I'll just be surprised because UFC loves their up-and-comer versus old fighter. They love that shit. You know? They love it. Now, who does Paulo Costa have beef with? Wasn't he just calling someone gay? I want to see Paulo Costa fight someone that he's not too fond of. But yeah, I think Paulo Costa, he's going to have a fight booked soon. What else is going on in the MMA space? In the MMA space, well, basically, bottom line is we got a lot of fights lined up. What's going on with D-Rod? Because I heard, is he behind bars, allegedly? Supposedly? Like he fought Kevin Holland, won, and then fell off the face of the earth. What the hell's going on with D-Rod? I don't know if anyone knows. Who the fuck knows, right? Who the fuck knows? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Alright, any other hot takes before I head out? That was a fun stream, guys. Make sure to check out the latest video, UFC's best and worst moments of 2025. I want to know if you guys agree with me on my best and worst moments of UFC 2025. I don't go too in-depth on them. I just rattle them off quickly, like rapid fire mode. Your company man tier list video is such a masterpiece. I admire Holloway Glazers a lot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, even though Holloway's a company man, he's one of my favorites. I've never seen him be a shill. He fights anybody. He's a scrapper. He's the first main event I've ever watched live. He gave me a face-off moment. I got to face off. He's cool. He's always exciting. True BMF. And his championship run was awesome. I wish we got prime Tony Ferguson versus prime Max Holloway. I would have loved to seen that fight. The guys with wing tattoos, cardio machines. I really wish Tony wasn't going through personal issues at the time when he was supposed to fight Holloway. Since the start of time, my two favorite fighters tied is Holloway and Yan. They too special. Oh yeah, they're definitely in my favorite list. No doubt, no doubt. Absolutely. Alright, guys, my cat won't leave me alone. This cat needs to burn some energy. I gotta get the fishing rod. The fishing rod swing. Or string and swing it around. This cat's gotta burn some energy. It's the tuxedo one. Literally doing sprints around the whole place right now. Doing sprints around the room. Running around. Alright, guys, I gotta get out of here. But I will catch you guys soon. Thanks for joining the stream. And check out the new video soon. And be expecting some more tier lists. I'm definitely dropping some more tier lists. I'm glad you guys like them. When you're a UFC super fan, so many fighters tied as #1. Because you got to include guys like Yuri in it too. Yuri's the man. He's the true samurai. Another fellow BMF. Mr. Antenna, the samurai himself. I agree. Alright, guys. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out. Take care, brother. Great work you've been doing. Appreciate all that.